Greetings.
This is the 3 list.
Oh, baby. We are back. Can you feel it? Shout out to King Tetrus. Check, check. Our brother. We are back on the 3 list. This is episode 53 of the 3 list. Show him, Bill. Everybody's on mute because that's the 3 list until we intro the guest of honor. But peace and blessing, check, check, to King Tetrus. This is episode 53 of the 3 list. And of course, Mr. Bill. That means you're still on mute, baby, but you ready?
Oh, man, whenever you're
There we go, Mr. Bill.
Hello. All this fancy new equipment, we don't know how to use it. It's wrapped around legs and shit.
Now, Bill's on camera. Everyone sees the guest.
Hi.
And we are nice on video and on audio, but this is episode 53 of the 3 list, so we're going to pump back up that King Tetris here. Click twice because
Check, check.
it is episode 53 of the 3 list. So this is the Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith episode of the 3 list.
Drinking fucking beers over here, man. We're drinking fucking beers over here.
This is the Bobby Abreu episode of the 3 list.
It was literally the only one I had. Damn it.
We got any basketball players?
53?
53.
I don't think so.
Any dyslexic 53s there?
Dyslexic 53 would be
strong
Kevin
number.
Durant. You'd be all right.
There we go. KD or DK, I guess. There we go.
The hero of our last episode that's dropped so far, Kevin Durant. Well, not the hero, but one of the heroes of the last.
That's
one.
right. So, well, shout out to episode 52, Adrian Lorenzo. And, of course, episode 51, North of the Border with Jeff and Jordan. That's when we watched the gold medal game, the Olympics. Yes, the Summer Olympics from like months ago. But time to.
Harry Carson, Hall of
Get
Fame linebacker
serious
for the
here.
New York Giants, number 53.
53.
Harry Carson.
That's a terrible one there. But
He's a Hall of Famer. He was
Malcolm
he was on
Smith, Super Bowl champion, and Bobby Abreu. Solid dynamic duo here. Me and Bill, the dynamic duo. And our third here is an absolute legend because in the stew for episode 53 of the 3 list, we have a legend that is a multifaceted professional and creative director, graphic designer, podcast producer, a marketer, a copywriter, a video editor, a legend amongst so many different things. He's a distinguished DJ, a creative, an entrepreneur, a husband, a father, and a goddamn visionary. We have in the stew today my brother, the legend from Fairlawn Elementary and the former violinist, the Notorious Z.E.A. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Hector Zea. Oh my God!
Oh, God, brother.
My God!
Hell yeah, brother.
We got Hector Zea in here today. Everything is deep cuts, baby. Everything is for the guest. Let's go. Hector Zea. Welcome to the 3 list.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm still processing that, bro.
Wow.
That, what you do right there, brother, is an art form, bro. That is incredible.
Cheers to you, brother.
On the
Cheers
fly,
to you.
too, live. That wasn't pre-recorded.
Everything about this show is live and extremely pre-recorded. It's both extremes.
Wow, that like I don't need a website, I don't need a pitch deck, I don't need an Instagram. That's just a clip I'm gonna send to people when I meet them.
I try to do the best that I can because on your podcast you always ask people in the intro, hey, tell us how you would intro yourself if no one's ever met you, and I just hijack that and let the people know all the things, but that was also a giant crash course. And I said so much in so little time. Caught you off guard. Caught everyone else off guard. Bill's always off guard with me. Boom.
What?
So let's just go from the beginning there because I said so many things, but I think I dropped a Fairlawn Elementary shout out there.
How did you even get that one? That one hit me right there.
Dude, I had to find Nardwar. I don't know if you're familiar with the guy Nardwar.
Yeah.
And then, talk to a couple friends to get there. Because Southwest, I didn't want to mention that. We'll get to that later, but that's how I said. I shout out to Andre Dawson, the Hawk, Southwest
boys,
Eagles alumni,
Southwest
Eagle Pride, baby.
So Fairlawn Elementary.
Wow.
Let's get to that place first. Born and raised in Miami.
Born and raised in the 305.
Okay,
5 blocks from Fairlawn.
What hospital?
Mercy, I believe. I can't believe I'm not too sure, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not good with details of my own life.
I don't like to talk about myself. Let's get into a podcast.
We're trying to fill like 3 hours here, bro. Help us help you.
Hot start.
I know I was born in Miami. That's for sure.
Born in Miami, raised in Miami.
Unincorporated.
Unincorporated. Yo,
Dade.
shout out.
Forever.
Shout out.
Yes,
sir. We are unincorporated out here. We are the kings of unincorporated Dade. So
Ain't
from
no
the west side, you're east side.
Ain't no damn street signs out here.
Street.
None. There's railroad tracks and Amazon trucks. Just
and there's a new exit off the turnpike too that I almost drove over.
That thing is what?
Yeah, I almost went straight to 826. I'm like, well, I don't want to go home just yet.
They're calling a new exit around here the Ronald Reagan exit, I believe.
Yeah, it trickles you down to the 826.
Yeah, and then maybe a Dolphin Mall Boulevard or something.
It's a politics joke.
We are getting Pitbull Street.
Yeah, I mean they've been
Street
building it forever, but that shit is done. Like I got off the turnpike and it was like, oh, there's a friggin' fork in the road here now. And sure enough, the guy in front of me had no bloody idea where to go, and he stopped. He just stopped. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna die here going to the podcast.
That's what people panic mode.
Yeah,
they
for sure.
Just stop.
Yeah.
And fuck everybody else.
Well, because one option
is to stop.
It's not like one option takes you left and one option takes you right and you can make up for it. It's like, no. One option takes you to a toll road and the other one takes you to the mall. So you better be damn sure where you're going.
Terrible. So coming from unincorporated to unincorporated, it was okay today. That was fine. Okay, great. But Fairlawn, we got to get to Fairlawn. You have no idea where you're from. Fairlawn seems like that's the starting point for you.
That was my spawn point in my life.
It sounds like a protein-packed fake milk. Come try new flavors of Fairlawn. We've got strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate.
It's funny because when I was
35 protein-packed grams.
When I was young, going to Fairlawn, I was, what does that mean? And I still don't know to this day what's Fairlawn. And our mascot was a tiger, which I think they just ripped the Florida Panthers tiger.
Made it a tiger.
But awesome. I don't know what Fairlawn means. But yes, I went there.
Or where Fairlawn is, because sometimes it's like the location, right? Like Springfield Elementary in Springfield, Massachusetts, whatever, like you went to
but it's literally
beach high, you're on the beach, but
it's
Fairlawn.
on Flagler Street, like I don't.
Maybe you do have a name where you're from, dude. Maybe it's not unincorporated.
No. We did this research the other day.
You're right. The zoning is hilarious on this map, Bill.
Yeah.
If you see this map, it's just like the weirdest etch-a-sketch.
Yeah.
Around this one tiny pocket next to Coral Gables, next to West Miami.
It's like it's next to everything. Like Flagler, A Street.
Some city commissioner got a bribe from some city to be like, we want this part, but we don't want this part, and we're gonna move this up here. And it's like that's why we have it looks like an X. How did that happen? How did we get to that spot? We do that up in Broward. The good people of Parkland, rezone their city multiple times to keep out kids they didn't want going to Douglas. So, yeah.
Yes. We know all about that here. And the sketchy político que vola.
So much.
Don't worry about that.
So much.
Oye, tranquilo.
Miami, bro.
Oh my God.
Fairlawn, is that where you first picked up the violin? Or is that where you last
actually
first picked it up and last?
And last. I was when I saw that violin in the studio the other day, that shit took me back. I was like, wait a minute. And I've been dying to pick one up to see if magically I could just play it.
Like riding a bike?
Yeah, like if I was riding a bike. And bro, that's one of the hardest.
Riding a bike, you can play Tolstoy. Shit.
Bro, that's one of the hardest instruments to play. And I don't even know how I played that. And whatever, I picked it up the other day and I had absolutely no clue, bro.
How was I good at this when I was good at this?
Crazy, bro. And I was a kid. Like I don't even know how. I was first chair, second group, which means you were the best player on the B team. That's what it means.
Right.
Okay.
So I wasn't bad. I wasn't bad.
You know why? Because when you're a kid, your brain is still developing and it's still mostly empty. And so anything you learn like sticks and your brain like fires the neurons and you stay with it. And then as you get older and your brain gets more full up of shit and it's like you're losing space and then you just fucking get how to do things and new things that you like. Think about all the songs you know word for word from when you were in middle school and high school. Like I can still rap you the entirety of Mobb Deep's The Infamous, their original record. But then if I listen to a song that I don't even know what hip hop songs come out in the last 2 years that I like, but I can barely. Maybe I get to the chorus, maybe, and I'm listening to it a lot. Like you just don't have the space in your brain anymore.
I'm only doing chorus.
Hooks only.
That's all I know. Hooks and choruses.
Hook only edits.
And then what is it? The ad libs.
The bridge. Oh, the ad libs. Yeah.
I love those.
Shout out to that Instagram account that I follow. It's called How Will Be Thy Name, and they have a running series called Your Friend Who Knows All the Ad Libs. And it's all of your favorite R&B songs, and it's them two like sitting on a couch, and then they cut to their buddy doing whatever else, and he's just doing the ad libs from the song. It's freaking amazing.
Jodeci and everything. Like,
they did These Are the Times by Drew Hill a couple days ago. I was fucking dying. I needed it. Like social media was a hellscape 2 days ago, and that just showed up. I'm like, oh, thank God, a palate cleanser.
What was going on 2 days ago?
How will be thy name? The college football playoff rankings came out, and everybody was really upset about where Indiana was ranked.
UFC pound for pound ranking.
Everybody was really upset about Indiana being 8th. It was very upset.
College is a rage face. It's R.I.P. to Kirk Herbstreit.
Ben Herbstreit. Yeah, absolutely R.I.P. to Ben Herbstreit. He was a very good boy.
The goodest boy of them all.
That was Kirk Herbstreit is a popular college football analyst and announcer guy. And his pup, Ben Herbstreit, a huge golden retriever, 10 years old, has been very sick for the last year, leukemia. So Kirk has been bringing him around to their college game day visits and into the booth even sometimes because he's just a big old boy and he doesn't really cause any trouble, so he could stand around. And he became a cult hero. And every week when they would go to a different college campus, the college sports information departments would put together little care packages for Ben. And then they would make like a press pass for him. And they'd be like chief treat inspector or golden wide receiver coach. Awesome. And he'd wear his little credential and he'd run around on the field and he'd and the players would come over and say hi. I saw a picture of him nose to nose with Uga, who is the Georgia Bulldogs mascot.
Oh my God.
And it was just like, and I'm not even a dog guy. I'm like, that's not even my whole thing. And I was just like, oh. And so the poor guy, his cancer spread to him, so they had to make the call, and they made the call yesterday. And that was pretty much what yesterday was on college football Twitter, was all of us just being like, they should put Ben Herbstreit in the football game? Yeah. Like, why won't they patch him onto the sideline for big games? Why don't they just do it? Why does EA hate dogs?
Yeah. Why?
That was basically all of college football Twitter yesterday. So
I missed that one.
We should just have dogs in the halftime show. I saw this dachshund that got away at a NFL game. I don't know what NFL game because it was only zoomed in on the dog and like 7 people chasing it.
It was in Germany, maybe.
And it's no NFL. Oh yeah, well,
they do that.
I did just share a video of like literally a dachshund convention, and that was in Germany.
Oh my God!
Because the entire reporting and everything, and the obvious location of the country of Germany. Right. When you're there. You know when you're there. Did you ever have the chance or opportunity to play violin in Germany or abroad?
No, I did not go on tour, unfortunately. Okay. My career ended after 5th grade.
5th grade. And what's funny is I asked him, what's your first concert? And his response is 5th grade violin. We've gotten Britney Spears. We've gotten the Jingle Ball concert.
My concert, motherfucker.
My own. If you didn't come see me, I don't fucking know you, dog.
I mean, technically, that was my first concert.
Oh, you were in the cafetorium in '98.
Hey,
You don't.
man.
What the fuck do you even know?
You weren't Fairlawn? Fairlawn
You went to
98?
Fairlawn
It was in
98.
the cafeteria. The cafeteria had the stage.
Yeah, the
in front.
cafetorium. Cafetorium.
Aha.
As a former member of the Miami Heat traveling party squad, that was the hoop troop, we used to do shows at cafetoriums all the time, and it's always some poor maintenance guy who has the key to the AV room, and it looks like a cliche like of an old haunted house. Like you go in there and there's cobwebs on top of shit, and it's like all we need is a speaker that can play this CD with these 5 songs in this order, so Uptown Dale can get through his presentation. And it's just, and the teachers are just like, when does the show start? And we're like, as soon as you get electricity up here, because you don't have any.
Bro, I fucking love those rooms, bro.
Fernando.
You're going to have to get Mr. Sanchez.
boombox. Fernando.
You're going.
Atención. Electricidad. Los heat.
Están aquí ya.
Vamos.
D-Wade.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Otandeo.
You're making Bernie wait. We have a whole thing for Bernie.
I don't know what it is about those rooms, though. I would always try to get in there. In Rockway in middle school, we had one that was upstairs. Like, you had to like climb those weird, like sketchy basement.
Oh yeah, because you have a true AV room.
Yeah,
that's dangling.
People would sneak in there and do weird shit.
Why did they even build those? What was the intention? What was the thought process?
Old school.
We're gonna have massive friggin' performances here. We're gonna have the kids go up there and read like free limericks and shit. We're gonna have
shows
audio.
galore.
Yeah, exactly.
If you think about like the old movies, we were just watching Back to the Future earlier. Oh shit! Well, we gotta let the people know what we're watching right now.
I would say finish your thought and then go back to that because we're gonna lose track.
We are exactly gonna do that.
Yeah.
So we're watching Back to the Future earlier, and in Back to the Future, I don't know, 1 or 2.
It's one. It's one. It's one. Yeah.
This is this big
the pictures,
concert and everything. Chuck Berry,
the Enchantment Under the Sea dance. That's where they kissed for the first time.
It's the biggest of shows that would happen in the cafetorium.
They had
same Grease.
Go Johnny
that
Go.
dance off.
Yeah, you'd have your proms and shit in there. Yeah.
So
that's where everything started, bro.
That's it.
The cafetorium, baby.
That's exactly.
And now, if you go into one in 2024, you better hope Mr. Steven has his fucking keys on his million key ring to get us in here. Otherwise, we're just going to hand out this pizza and the heat dancers aren't going to be able to dance. The 4 heat dancers we have here today. Party in the city where the heat is on. I love this town.
That's how you know if you're what type of school you're in. If your cafeteria and an auditorium are together or separate.
Cafetorium. All right, tell the people what we're watching.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, in the stew, we are watching the 2014 sci-fi adventure insta-classic Interstellar.
But really, it's just a love story between his father and daughter.
It is.
That's really what it is.
Father and daughter story. Absolutely.
Would you change your last name to all right?
Can you believe they made me let this goddamn movie? Everyone had to see it 3 times because it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's not even close to the worst thing I've ever done. Did you see Sahara? They let me drive around in a Winnebago for 6 years and make my own damn movie.
6 years.
I'm just living, man.
Hey.
And they just keep throwing money at me.
Hey.
That's the best line he's ever done in his life. A whistle.
A whistle and a...
Yeah, I was going to say, that's it right there.
And the all right, 3 words repeated 3 times in a row.
I get older and they stay the same age. The biggest scumbags use that line as a fucking, like, it's like, I got this cool movie line I'm going to drop. It's like, stop doing that. It's not cool.
1970. Oh.
Puffy. Quit that shit.
Not cool. You're a bad boy for that.
Can I derail the show here and we can get into it? No, we don't have to talk about it, but we can just fucking get it out there. I've decided I'm not giving up Diddy. Fuck it.
Not giving up Diddy?
Not giving it up.
What were you doing before?
Are you going to not listen to fucking Ready to Die?
But that's Biggie.
Who do you think produced that entire album?
That's different.
Nah.
We've all been in the room with some bad people.
All right. Okay.
Maybe you didn't even know it.
There's some people out there who are like, no, whole catalog out the window. I'm like, nope,
you could probably argue now, looking back, that maybe Biggie knew and was trying to get out of that. But that's a whole other conspiracy. I don't know if you want to go down that.
And maybe the album was named that because Diddy knew.
Damn.
That,
so. Yo, hold on. Let me scratch my forehead and open up my third eye.
Whoa. Or maybe Biggie knew and he's like, I'm ready to die to get out of here.
Maybe let me make the best shit ever. Like no one's ever heard. Like what?
Maybe Biggie found out that Puff had Pac killed.
What? Wait, that's another.
Like, whoa.
What?
Whoa.
He's like, I didn't tell you to do that.
What, dog? What are you saying right now, bro?
Damn.
Yo, is someone there? Yo, chill,
chill, Sean.
Move past that.
Damn.
Yo,
anyway,
I'm sorry. You're saying all this shit because maybe you need to take another sip.
He needs some milk.
You need to take another sip, bro. You need to do it.
Listen, I gave up R. Kelly, all right? I'm not giving up Diddy.
Oh, there it is. And he finishes strong with that one. Stuck the landing.
Just for the Biggie's verse on Victory. I mean, y'all can. I'm not giving that up.
Victory. Never heard that song.
Yes, you have. Francis M to the Is-H phenomenal. Gun rest under the vest by the abdominal.
Puff Daddy and
the No Way Out. The No Way. What are we even doing here? Been Around the World, Bad Boy Edition. I'm not giving that up. I'm not giving up Harlem World. I'm not doing it.
There's not really any Diddy record that's like, damn. Maybe Hate Me Now. That was him and Nas?
That's a Nas record. I'm also not giving that up. The No Way Out record, the entirety of the No Way Out record, for the most part. Is this my age showing here? Because that was a massive part of my childhood. Was the day that No Way Out record came out.
No, well, yeah. If you're talking about the day it came out, yes.
The week, the month, the year it came out.
Now, if people know what it is, no, you're not showing your age. It's a classic.
All right, well,
it's a legendary classic.
You fucking young people out there, go to Spotify right now, destroy your algorithm and type in Sean Puffy Comb and fucking listen to No Way Out. Go right to Victory, featuring Busta Rhymes and a Notorious B.I.G.
I feel like if you type in Puffy or Diddy on your Spotify right now, you're like sweating a little bit.
The FBI agent who follows your socials immediately starts knocking on your door. Knock it off!
You feel like naughty if you type that in your Spotify.
Don't do it! Don't do it! But I want to listen to what was Mace's big hit?
But that's fine.
Feels so good.
Bad boy.
Feels so good.
Don't even say the words bad boy.
But Mace is cool, man. You could listen to Mace.
The second Jodeci record? I'm not giving that up. You want me to never listen to Feenin again? Feenin Jr.?
You're not going to watch what's Mace and Cameron's show?
I mean, I'm going to.
Oh, the podcast.
Their podcast.
Oh.
I mean, that's the same. That's the same as not listening to his music.
A well-known successful podcast, unlike ours.
It is what it is. Right?
Whoa. We are the most successful podcast that you've never heard of.
The most successful unknown podcast in all of Dade County.
We
Miami-Dade
are
County.
the most successful podcast that you've never heard of in Dade County from unincorporated Dade.
We were number. We were
number one in El Portal.
How does this
and
work?
In Guangdong? China,
I was gonna say, would you fucking
Guangdong, China?
Put the camera on me.
Barranquilla.
Hit a button. Put the camera on me.
Cameras on Bill.
This one.
Switch.
This one. Camera one. Camera two.
What?
Camera one. Camera two.
What?
We were number one in the Philippines for like 9 damn days.
Shout out Mike Viana.
Shout out Mike
we
Viana.
appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you for that.
That's
not putting on a
not number one in our little thing. Number one, the planet.
Yeah.
I don't know if Joe Rogan took that week off. I don't know if Joe Budden didn't put a record out or maybe won that week, but
I think it was that 10-day stretch.
It was like that window
Joe Rogan had that we fit into the 9 days of the 10 days.
That window where Joe Budden wasn't on anything. He was fighting with Spotify and he wasn't on anything.
Yes. It was only Joe Rogan and he was figuring it out with Spotify.
Figuring it out.
In.
$400 million.
And I remember when we got onto Spotify and then all of that happened with all the statistics.
Yeah.
And we were getting these pie charts, right? Because Creative Club is available everywhere. We gotta drop that plug.
Of course.
The Creative Club podcast.
International distribution.
Wearing it here and in the picture that we'll post. Thank you for the shirt. You made me sit through a podcast to get it. I asked you for one, and you're like, dog,
Come on.
you gotta earn it.
You better give me some fucking content, Bubba.
Meanwhile, you walk in here and shout out to the sponsors.
Woo! Here we go.
Because you got LaCroix,
whatever you call it, baby.
You're on the camera now.
This is like the fourth video I have with a LaCroix,
so please tag your sponsor and please sponsor Hector Zea, please. And Mr. Bill. What do you got going on there?
As per usual, we have the delicious Bud Light Lime.
Ooh, a little limer there, of course. Las Vegas pool parties and the stew.
This can actually had a little dust on it. If you got it.
Hey, now.
Since the last time we've done an episode, so
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
It's fine.
And
still tastes perfect.
Shout out here. I'm drinking a little whiskey ginger, a little Canada Dry, and a little Kirkland's whiskey.
Wow.
So shout out to Costco.
Only the best. Only
Kirkland.
the most plastic of.
Shout out to Echati.
Echati.
I have a funny segue there with Echati because this morning, listen to the dynamic duo of my parents, and this actually ties the pre-segue into this segue.
Love a good pre-segue into a segue.
Oh
High
yeah.
level.
So I was talking about tagging the sponsors, this and that.
Professional podcasters.
And beforehand, you were a great host. Hospitality was terrible.
Yeah.
But you were a great host of the actual podcast itself. And one of the things that I wanted to have ready for you is one of your favorite snacks, Reese's Pieces. So I had 2 boxes, right? And it's been a while since we planned this, and Halloween happened. So 1 box was donated by my mother to the children, and she took the other one this morning, the day of. So punteria, tremenda punteria. That means tremendous aim there, Mr. Bill.
All right, I actually had that one. Don't worry.
And with Echati, which you guys have in common here, you guys both know and respect and admire the fuck out of the legend. That is Echati.
Sunset Hard Hands for Echati.
This morning, I took him to the airport at 8 o'clock in the morning so he can get onto his flight to go to Dominican Republic to go climb the highest mountain in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
A part of a shout out to Blue Missions, a mission trip to go provide clean drinking water to the incredible people of Santiago de Caballero or Santiago something. I'm going to get that right later. But in the Dominican Republic, he's going a part of a group and a fucking 8-hour hike.
Wow.
10 miles to the tallest mountain in the Caribbean.
What?
That is something El Chati would do.
That is exactly something a Chati would do. And my mom eating your Reese's Pieces is something exactly my mom, La Raisa, would do. So
that is the other end of the spectrum right there. Huh?
That's the dynamic duo there, the balance. But
that is some yin and yang shit right there.
Massively.
You go climb that mountain, I'm going to eat this box of fucking
in the morning, too.
Chocolate and peanut butter.
That's ballsy in the morning. Wow.
She's got an early AM job, so little cafecito and sugar rush with the chocolate. I guess gets it going
meant
there.
To be then.
Just throwing the pieces into the cup, and shooting it. I'm alive, baby.
Red balls, baby. So segue back into the same exact thing we were just talking about. Reese's Pieces. Where did that enter your life? Was it watching E.T.? Did you try it first? What was your attachment to Reese's Pieces? What is the thing that drew it to you? What was the first time? These memories here.
I think that candy is probably tied because me and my parents, specifically my mom, would always take me to the movie theaters, AMC, Mall of Americas, OG, if you know, you know.
Wow.
But, of course, being typical Latino parent, Cuban, American, there was a Walgreens inside of the mall across from AMC. So what are we going to do? We're not going to go into the AMC and buy candy.
It's
like $30 in there. Hell no.
We're already getting these tickets.
Yeah.
Hell
We're
no.
going to go to the Walgreens
because we had Pizza Hut and we got the fucking discount thing from Pizza
got honor
Hut
roll.
like everything. And my dog got on.
Yes, come on.
Scholastic champion over here.
So what are we gonna do? We're gonna go to the Walgreens. We're gonna get there early, and we're gonna pick out our favorite candy, and then we're gonna put them in my purse, walk across. It's like literally 10 steps. If you actually went into the theater and bought candy, you're an idiot. Because I don't know why. Well, actually,
shortest concession line in all of moviedom.
But you get the popcorn, obviously.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get your candy before, because then you can get, they don't, or at least back then they didn't sell like the big boy one. You only get the little one in the theater. So you can go to Walgreens, you get the big boy one, go to the movie,
King
get
size.
a popcorn.
Yeah, that's the thing. The bang for your buck.
Family
is
size.
course.
$6 for the and the amount of like M&Ms or Reese's you get is nonsense. But then you go into Walmart and for like $3 you can get 4 bags of the hugest shit. You could feed the whole theater.
Bill,
but you
what's your
don't.
snack?
Because
What's
you
your
don't.
snack?
Who, me?
Yeah. Reese's Pieces over here.
No,
What's your snack?
actually, my movie theater snack of choice, and it's a miracle I've never had a cavity, is Sweet Tarts and cola. I would crush Sweet Tarts and then wash it down with the biggest Pepsi you can imagine, and I've never had one cavity.
Is it Reese's Pieces or Reese's Pieces?
It's Pieces. I think we all say Pieces because it's Reese's, but
Yeah.
Wait, and it's Reese's or Reese's?
I think it's Hard E.
I
Isn't
don't
it
know.
Reese's?
I don't know how to say all of my favorite things. LaCroix, Reese's,
LaCroix?
Pieces, Passes. I don't know.
Oh, you fucking LaCroix! You got lime? I want lime LaCroix.
Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
That sounds.
Reezy Peasy.
I'm an adult.
Mine is the those sourdough bites. No, not sourdough. Jesus Christ.
The little
dough.
pretzel.
Cookie dough.
Cookie. I was gonna say those sourdough pretzels are pretty good though.
Those are fire. Those are fire. Those are fire.
The problem is you got to smuggle in the mustard with it too.
Yeah.
Now I got a jar of mustard. We're
Too
doing
much,
this whole
man.
thing.
Too much, man. It's dark chocolate covered cookie dough bites.
That's fire.
And exactly what you mentioned, Bill. You buy that, it's about $15. So you're getting it at a steal. And then you're getting about like 7.5, 8 pieces.
Yeah.
So you're paying for half. And I mean, isn't that what we want?
Were you ever into Raisinets?
No.
The most unpopular
Never.
candy.
Never, guy.
Yeah, I don't
into
get
that.
it.
You were. You have such a weird
Don't
palate.
get
bro.
it. I'll
Never
never
weird
get it.
palate.
Welch's grape soda and Raisinets?
I like Welch's.
I like Welch's fruit snacks. Welch's grape soda. Yeah, I fuck with heavy.
Shout out to Ghost Energy, which I just started drinking. Still a monster guy, but I do like Ghost Energy. They have a Welch's grape soda energy drink.
Who's the spokesperson there?
For Ghost?
Yeah.
Many beautiful women I follow on TikTok.
Oh,
Hey guys, I know a lot of you are asking me how I can
There
get
it
myself
is.
together to
There
work
it
out.
is.
I use Ghost Energy pre-workout, and that's me powered through my workout with no crash. That's Ghost Energy. Shout out to Curiosity Kills on TikTok. I love you. I love you.
So it's an energy drink? Just
They make energy drinks. They make pre-workout. They make hydration. They do everything.
How many of those products are you getting? Is it just the energy drink?
Dude, what's that? I'm sure Billy's not taking pre-workout. 'Cause look at him.
Wow. Oh my God.
Hurtful.
Oh my God,
Fucking
dude.
hurtful.
Projecting, dude.
Jesus Christ.
You're the type of guy that puts pre-workout into your energy drink.
No, I'm the type of guy who takes the pre-workout and just pours it directly in my mouth. Just, takes it and then just fucking do deadlifts.
What?
Get out, personal! PR! Ah! Everyone's like, I'm just trying to do Pilates over here.
Did you ever try CrossFit before?
No, fucking no. I like to do my exercises correctly. I don't want my shoulder to explode. God damn.
So you don't like flipping monster truck tires? And
I have done that.
Ooh, that's because
I
that
have
is
done that.
fun, dude. That's
I
what I'm
have done
saying.
that. I have done that. Anything I've seen NFL types do, I've at least given it a shot. But like the shitty pull-ups that they do in CrossFit, get out of here. You're not supposed to kick yourself up. You're like a mermaid. The fuck are you doing? Just pull yourself up.
The way that my mind works, you're talking about NFL guys working out, and I think about an NFL guy that has the craziest workouts of all time.
James Harris.
And this is something that ties it to the homie.
To our people.
Shout out to Roby Ramos and Roey. And Heels. Everyone should be watching Heels on Netflix.
I just leave Heels on Netflix and it just runs through. And I leave the house and just let it run.
That is exactly what everyone should be doing.
It's playing right now on my phone.
It is.
Facts. It's playing at Cultura. It's playing in everyone's crib.
I plugged my phone into my car. It's actually broadcasting to all of Junior's neighborhood.
Where do you see what happens to the dad?
Yo, chill.
Spoiler
No
alert.
spoilers.
It's the first fucking episode. It's not a spoiler.
Second.
Of the second season, maybe?
No.
No, it's the second episode of the first
season.
Roby, I promise I've seen it. You know I've seen it. We've discussed this. Damn it.
Yo, so
James Harrison.
we can jump over to Roby Ramos at Roby there.
Let's do it.
Because they go back like
like old DB and Mariah.
Whoa.
like
Was
babies
not
with pacifiers.
expecting
There
that
we go. How long have you known
I think Diddy might
El
introduce
Roby?
that.
Roberto Ramos. I think we met in 10th grade. So that would be, damn, do the math there. I failed college algebra. That's 22?
Carry the 3.
No, I think I just added like 18 years.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, 10th grade. So you guys do the math. Or maybe 9th grade freshman year. But we had PE together.
That changes the map.
That changes the game.
Remember, I don't know. I don't have memories, bro. They're not that locked in.
He's seen Interstellar 6 times, guys. His brain has been totally barbecued.
Yeah, but are they even our memories?
No.
Anyways,
Wow.
No.
What?
They've been uploaded to us. Our consciousness will live forever while our bodies die.
that's another movie, but
Johnny Mnemonic.
Matrix.
Ooh, true that.
Both of those are Keanu Reeves vehicles.
So I think it was physical education where we first encountered, and I think we were just both fucking
PE?
off. PE, bro.
Who was the more athletic one in PE?
I mean, I don't even remember, dude, because I don't remember us really doing shit.
We just discussed this. No memories.
I remember my mile time was about 10 minutes, and that was not satisfactory according to the average 9th or 10th grader. I think it was like supposed to be 7 or 8.
It's so stupid that I'll watch like the Olympics and I'll watch a guy hit 4 laps and do the mile or whatever. They do it in like 3 minutes and like 14 seconds or some shit. And I'm like, I used to do a mile in like 8.
Yeah, but also
I used to
who
get
cares?
lapped.
That's faster. That guy's faster.
But also, who cares? Like, if you think about that, like going back, like how are you gonna measure a kid to run a mile?
The
Like,
presidential fitness whatever challenge or whatever it was. It's like they put you on that board and you got to put your feet out and you got to see if you can fucking stretch.
Yeah,
and the fattest kid in your fucking group is just like, we're all just like, ha, you can't even touch the board.
and every kid is different. Like everyone has a different like background and like body type. Like how
Yeah. Also, we're 8. Literally nothing is developed. Oh, you can't do a push up? No, I'm 8.
I didn't get kneecaps till like 11. So yeah, I feel that, right?
But imagine like you're running a mile and then everyone's finishing under like the average time, and then you're like the asshole that's like 10, 15 minutes. Like, bro, your whole trajectory as like you think like, now I'm not athletic. That's it. I'm never gonna play sports. You can fuck up a kid, bro. But anyways, I had a
Kid goes home, tears all his fucking posters off the wall. Fuck it. I'm never gonna be OBJ.
Yo, this is crazy right now. We got a FaceTime. We got a FaceTime.
Oh my gosh, first time
Yo,
ever. No.
is this active right now?
This guy's
Can
got
we hear this guy?
a whole new production setup.
Say
and now he's
something
doing
here?
Stuff.
Are you connected?
Oh wow, hold on. We're doing it. Go for it. Live and direct. Live and direct. We got El Goose. He just FaceTimed me out of nowhere.
Wow.
And this is actually pretty good. Pass the phone to.
This audio sounds like I'm in a fucking F-18 about to bomb up Yemen.
Let's go,
Whoa.
dude. Let's go.
That
Chill.
was
With
super specific.
Why
Reference.
is Yemen catching a stray here? This
Yo,
is
so
horrifying.
Hector
My
Zea,
bad.
Hector Zea,
What's up, dude?
Gus Garcia, right there.
First time right here? This is amazing.
Here. What's
Uh,
up, guys?
Hector saw you on the wall there.
Where?
In the picture with the
The hair.
Yeah,
Amazing.
I'm driving up to West Palm tomorrow to go see Gus, but this is actually a crazy call that he's calling with Hector Zea on this episode because Hector Zea is into the mixed martial arts,
Uh-oh.
and this guy over here,
He's pulling up right now.
Can talk a little something there. So have a little exchange here on Gus. Gus,
MMA speed dating.
Exactly that.
Give me the breakdown of UFC 309 coming next weekend.
Name your
top three.
favorite top 3 right there. Boom, go. You did it previously on the 3 list. Now it might have changed since then.
It was 2 years ago.
Top
Just
3
about.
P for P, pound for pound.
P for P.
Go for it.
Oof. So we're going like greatest of all time.
He's
John
excited.
John Jones, of course. Come on.
John Jones is the GOAT, bar none. All right, well, let's go back and forth. Who would you start with?
I mean, you gotta. I mean, if you know Uncle Dana says you gotta say John Jones. That's number one.
Yeah, that's right.
You'll get canceled right away if you don't say John Jones.
That's right.
Number
that's
2,
right.
I'll let you go.
All right, so it's top 3 is tight because
yeah.
there's some names.
That's why I love this sport, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's so subjective. It's so subjective because, like, if you ask me my top 5, I don't know about top 3, but top 5.
Yeah.
Michael Bisping's in there because of how much I fucking love him.
Whoa.
But it's not because he's. I'm not saying he's one of the 5 greatest of all time.
5.
He's in my top 5, right?
Yeah. But even 5, that's crazy.
Yeah, I just love him. The guy won a championship with one fucking eye.
Yeah.
Bro.
No,
like,
and that whole the way he won it, the fight he had before, the whole story, it was incredible.
That shit fires me up. But Mighty Mouse might have to go 2 for me.
Okay, that's fair.
Mighty Mouse might have to go 2.
For me, number 2, I'm gonna say. I think it's just that they could change depending the era, but
it's tight. It's tight.
I'm gonna say. I mean, Mighty Mouse makes sense, but I'm gonna say. I want to just go. No, you know what? Change it last minute. I'm gonna go Anderson Silva. Wow.
Yeah, that's respectable.
Who the fuck forget to mention the champ? Who the fuck is even on my phone? Despicable. You never make the money I make. Who the fuck is this guy? Go to your whole village and kill anybody who can't work.
What night is it? What night is it, Bill?
It's Red Panty Night, you
What
bastards.
night is it?
Honey, we're rich. McGregor said our name, we're rich. You're a fucking nobody.
Hold on, we're having an MMA podcast right now.
I can't do a McGregor impression because for some reason I sound fucking Jamaican. When
Irish Jamaican, it's the same.
It's a panty night.
That sounded like the Lucky Charms guy. That's racist.
Yeah.
Wrong fucking.
All right, I'm gonna catch some heat for not having Silva in my top 3. I fucking love him, but I feel like if we're going all time top 3 mix of like personal bias versus also success, I gotta have Fedor in there, bro. Fedor's gotta be in my top 3.
Wow. Okay.
What?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Neither of you said GSP, which is insane.
I was about to put him 2, and
there you go.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah.
Well,
I know.
But it's tough. That's why I like saying top 3 because it forces you. Because if you say 5, you can
wiggle around.
Yeah.
You can stick your favorites in the back there. You can just say something stupid like, "Oh, Pereira, 5 for sure."
I mean,
yeah,
it might be not that early.
I mean, it's not that far off.
Yeah,
it's like 2 or 3 defenses away.
3, I don't know, man. I would actually. He's not my favorite, but I would say Mighty Mouse just because it's just simply too good of what he did.
Who has fallen off in the last 2 years where you're like, this guy was definitely on his way, and then they get their heads knocked off, and you're like, it's over.
Quite a few.
Yeah, not 2 years, but the biggest fall that I just saw he pulled out last week. Wait, I forgot how to even say his name. Garbrandt, that he won the championship against Cruz. Bro, he was like the hottest shit that won after he won, and ever since then he never came back.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, that's a long list. You could put a long list of those guys. The hype that Darren Till had coming into he started at 170, I believe it was.
Yeah.
The hype that he had pre-Masvidal knocking him into fucking purgatory was like not like crazy.
Yeah, it was gonna be him and Izzy for the championship. That was always.
Yeah.
I think Izzy might have fallen off a little bit, doesn't it?
Nah. That's
I mean,
not a fall off.
I mean, he suckered Pereira. Let's be honest. Like he won that with guile, not with a lot of like. I mean, it's part of it. I get it, but and then and he hasn't won since. I don't think, right?
Nah, he won. He got no. Oh yeah,
since
Strickland, and then he lost again to.
Yeah. Well, he went up when he went up when he went up in weight, which he probably shouldn't have did. But
yeah, no, he's actually lost 2 in a row. Yeah. But yeah.
What's your position on fighters chasing that double champ status versus just owning their division?
It's gotten watered down.
It has. It used to mean something.
It used to mean something, man. And it used to be like, it would kind of be natural. It'd be like.
It used to fucking mean something.
It makes sense. Now it's just like.
The whole McGregor impression is just saying fuck like fook. That's
how fast can I get another belt to say I got another belt? I don't know.
Yep.
But sometimes I make like Islam, I could see that for sure, 170, 100%. But I don't think anyone wants that fight. Or, yeah, because they're friends right now, Bilal Muhammad and Islam Makhachev.
Yeah, I feel like that's fucked up a few careers, like chasing that double champ status.
Yeah, but when McGregor did it, it's beautiful.
Bill, what match did we watch? Shout out to Cello and Ali. What fight night did we watch that I went over for?
It had to have been Pereira. Marcelo, every Pereira fight is a national holiday.
Yes.
So I think it was Pereira. It was when Pereira beat
Portuguese?
No? Might have been. It might have been when Pereira beat Izzy. The second or got his win back against Izzy. I think that was it.
Damn, I think I know who's gonna be the guest on the first live stream.
Hold on.
Coffee.
What?
I think we just got the 4 right here, bro.
What?
Did we do it?
Drop what it is so that way the people in this room.
So when this comes out in 2 or 3 months,
and
when it comes out next summer, because we just covered the Summer Olympics, this will be for the winner. Adrian in this episode will be for the winner, and then we'll be back for the Summer Olympics. Let them know what you got cooking there.
I mean,
little combat coffee. Are we going with that?
A little combat, a little coffee, a little club that we just watch the fights and kick it. I'm hoping maybe we can pull off either Jake Paul, Tyson, or we have Jones, Stipe the next day. I don't know. It's next week.
Is that 309? Jones and
309 next Saturday.
That's next Saturday. I didn't know that. Shit.
Live from
Jones Stipe would make for a better watch party.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah,
is that a normal UFC stars at 10 o'clock? Saturday, 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
I like when Dana shows you exactly what it's all about, when he will make people fight at 4 o'clock in the morning to hit that 10 o'clock Eastern on a Saturday night, unless it's in the kingdom. Yep. And then that shit happens at 2 o'clock in the morning on fucking Friday. It's fine.
Figure it out.
Business.
Yeah. So when is that fight?
Next Saturday.
11.
16?
16.
Yes, I think it's 16.
G, how you looking 11-16?
Shit, I don't know how I'm looking at 11:16 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Hey,
I have to get back to you on that.
Attaboy.
I'll be out buying chips, getting ready for the Canes.
And he's grilling. He's grilling for the Canes at noon.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So
question.
Cam won 400 euros.
I'm gonna throw another one at you real quick, if I may, because I'm geeking out on the MMA
Let's
stuff.
do it.
Welcome to the Thriller.
Thank you two guys for being on our podcast.
Not a sports podcast.
Not a sports podcast.
Not a sports podcast. This
here.
isn't a sports podcast, by the way.
The entire
I don't know if you know
fucking
that.
vibes.
Yeah, but it's not.
Okay.
It's not a sports podcast.
Hamzat.
Cum shot. Cum shot.
Careful.
Yeah.
Careful. They're the most dangerous people in the world.
Shavkat and
Whoa.
Sharapov, or I always fuck up his pronunciation.
Like, which one has the worst name, or
no? Who's the biggest threat to the title?
You guys are being real casual with these psycho.
Wait, what was the third one?
The dude that has like a pirate eye.
I don't believe that guy's hype, bro. I don't believe it yet.
You don't believe the hype?
Nah, not yet.
You know what? I respect not believing the hype because he's a karate dude out of Dagestan. He's not even a wrestler out of Dagestan.
Yeah, and he's a wild boy. Like that knockout he got was just crazy. Not luck, obviously, but like, come on, no one's ever throwing that.
The views of these two gentlemen are not necessarily the views of the Thrillist. If you're from Dagestan, please.
I think
hurt who you want to hurt.
Not Hamzat.
Not us.
Hamzat's just dangerous in the first round.
They not like us.
That's the thing.
They not like us.
First round, he's gonna kill you. But if he doesn't kill you, he might be.
I think
fucked.
he's got long COVID or some shit because he keeps getting like. That motherfucker's got some fucking.
Yeah, he's got some shit going on.
Every fight camp, he looks like he's about to die.
And he's like maybe on the top 3 like wanted list or something.
Yeah, his cuts are like
He needs some milk.
his cuts are insane, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
He
I didn't know how you got to 170.
So many garbage bags.
That and the son of the Chechen like warlord is his
like,
corner man.
He
is like in the family with the Chechen fucking.
The key words on this podcast are gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I didn't even realize I was hooked up to the audio. I talked about like
this will never see the light of day. We're finally gonna edit something out.
This is it's all going out. It's all going out. We're living.
Cut my first 10 seconds.
We're living.
Just put your social security numbers out there so I don't get fucking found by some fucking Dagestani or some fucking Chechenian. Thank you, please, thank you.
G, this was an incredible surprise here, and I'm glad you were able to step into the octagon for a quick second.
Fucking Russian Muslims? That's terrifying. What the fuck is going on there?
Yo, shout out to El Goose. Gus Garcia, my best friend, the absolute legend. That what's that gym out there?
Black Zillions?
Palm Beach Boxing. And what's the homie's name?
David Troche.
MMA.
Yo, I appreciate you guys having me on. Honestly, I was just calling to see what fucking time you were coming over to my house tomorrow.
I will be in West Palm 11:30 noon, right about that time.
Are you leaving right after we wrap this then?
Pretty much. I'm gonna go wake up Steph and Luna, drop off Luna, and drive to Palm Beach.
You're a savage, bro.
Yeah,
right.
I haven't slept in 4 days. All right, G, we love you. Thank you.
All right, G.
Peace.
Wait, what? This guy's throwing crazy bombs.
It's where the party's been for the last 4 days. It's been lit.
Cheese and rice.
We're getting litty 12 Teddy over here. It's
so
amazing.
MMA. That was actually
unexpected.
That was actually
what a treat.
Did you guys even remember that Anne Hathaway was in this movie?
Not a.
Yeah.
I got whoever the hell I wanted for this thing. You kidding me? The kid from Dune before he was the kid from Dune? Are you kidding? I made him.
She was very selfish in this movie.
A lot of goddamn sand in Dune. You know what else there was a lot of goddamn sand in? Sahara. Did you see that shit?
That was an incredible move, bro. I know that I'm reliving it now.
Beating the crap out of him.
2007.
Fucking 2006.
Sahara.
Did you see Sahara?
I watched Sahara. Shout out to Fern the Thunderbird and Vero because I set them up on a date to go watch Sahara at Sunset Place.
I thought you were saying
they ended up getting married, and they're still married to this day. That's the fam. Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. Love y'all.
You said Thunderbird. I thought you meant the drive-in movie theater up in Broward at the swap shop. It used to be the Thunderbird drive-in. It was an old school 50s drive-in. It survived to like I went
there several times.
It might still be around.
Wait, no. Swap shop?
Yeah.
Oh,
on Sunrise and whatever. Sunrise and MLK.
Went out there too? Went out there too? Yeah. You got some do-rags out at the swap shop.
Come on, Chico.
Okay, so tell us.
It's pretty much a car tinting place now. And
yeah, just let us know excuse me, why?
Well, you know, there's a couple phases I went through as a young adolescent.
The hell did you do that for, man?
What years? No, so I'm a do-rag guy too. I had braids for a point.
Oh, come on.
I was more a wave cap guy.
This wasn't for the waves, see?
Cookout, all three of us. We know what we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
I know what relaxer is.
You your first do-rag, swap shop or gas station?
Man, that's a great question. I want to say, I definitely didn't go to a swap shop all the way over there for one do-rag.
So
you know where
do-rag.
it was? Those like dollar store beauty stores that were in the plazas and
say less.
Flagler, Public.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Yeah. That's where it was. 100%.
This place must be good. It's got the Indian hair. This place is amazing. I
With
don't know.
my
I don't know why I put McConaughey in that beauty shop, but whatever.
with my epic cotton shorts. Come on,
The
brother.
people do not understand.
Come on, brother. With the
The
2X
power, the power of the epic cotton shorts,
The
which
2X
are the epic store from
Crazy.
Dolphin Mall, and I don't even know where else it was.
The 2X
No, that's
YT, the 2X YT. When you don't even put it on at your house. You just you drive to the gas station in your wife beater, and you put the friggin' 2X YT over your
Yes.
the crispy fresh right out of the packaging, right from the gas
And
station.
don't forget the 5 for $20.
Oh my
At Foot
god!
Locker.
Say less.
Come on.
Right when you're walking in, it's not the first one;
Fresh.
it's the second one. Because the first one's showing you like the Air Jordan,
Yeah.
the brand new like Adidas partnership with whatever.
You're going
It's
to
second
you're going
one,
to
like
the Champs
second back corner,
CSG, the
like,
Champ Sports gear in the back.
Yes.
Isn't that crazy? That was just like white tees and Foot Locker on display.
For
How weird
It
would
was
that
like-
look
it
right
was
for
the
like
time.
real
It was the
money.
time.
For like real money. You could have bought a million of them at Walmart. Nope. $8 a pop.
Now I'm thinking about which I want to shout you out. I don't know who made these Creative Club shirts, but shout out to Life Brand, shout out to Mike, because those shirts hold
to
and
Mr.
stand the test of the
Threads.
time. So
Mr. Threads.
Mr. Threads, shout out Mr. Threads.
Print pushers.
This print pushers worldwide. This shirt is incredibly comfortable,
Thank you.
and it has lasted the test of time. My mom has tried cleaning it twice, and it survived that, and nothing makes it past. Like, it needs to be like a military grade uniform
That's what it is.
to go through, and I guess
Mom,
the color and everything.
your mom actually throws a bucket of rocks in the dryer with all your just
one dryer sheet.
It smooths them out.
One dryer sheet later, and it's not a dryer sheet. It's a Bounty paper towel that she sprayed Febreze on, and she just tosses that in. YOLO, vamos a ver lo que pasa. It's a fucking crapshoot. This shirt has standed the test of time.
That's
Thank you, bro.
But I say all of this because a lot of people, when they want to start a t-shirt company, an apparel company, whatever, you're looking for the best fabrics, the best materials. Right now, we've been talking about it in Cultura, and shout out to Adrian again, doing merch and doing a bunch of different things with that. But
Adrian's painting cleats now too, isn't he?
he's
doing a lot.
Bring something,
Yeah.
he will paint it.
Literally.
I've got this baby. Gotta put him in the chair.
Bill,
already
Bill,
been
Let's do something on his head.
Bill, you will love this. JC, shout out JC. He posted a picture of Darth Vader.
Yeah.
In the chat, and he goes, "Hey, I think this is perfect for the stew over there. In Cultura, like obviously with all the random trinkets that are there." And Adrian said, "Would you be mad if I painted it?"
Okay.
Darth Vader.
That's awesome.
So yes, bring anything, he'll paint it.
He did last week. He did a Cam Ward and a Xavier Restrepo.
That's with Kane's Insight, and then the sports account that we got going on.
Okay. 786.
786 Sports.
Shout out
yeah.
786.
So, shout out. But opening the merch line and thinking about that, I'm going back to Foot Action and Foot Locker, because those fucking tees had the crazy collars,
Yeah.
the sleeve, everything about it.
It was a tent. It was a
You could
literal
wash
tent.
it with your Air Force Ones
Yeah, it didn't matter.
and your Gucci visor, and like it would still come out perfectly fine and pristine, bro. Like, we need to go back and find out who the hell
those
was
things were
that
totally
plug.
Those were
Because
better.
those are eternal.
Those are better times, man. It's
They
like, oh, I got a
cared back
stain.
then.
I got a stain on this. Gone. Just buy a new one. And you used to be like with your Air Force Ones. You'd be like, oh, I got a stain on these. Gone. They're $69. They're giving them away. Not anymore. Now $125.
Bill, who buys multiple pairs?
Jimmy Jones from Diplomats. He's like, I always buy two. He's like, and I've got like multiple pairs in my closet stacked up, and he only wears them once. He wears them one time, and he fucking chucks them. He gives them to somebody. He only wears them once.
One and done.
One and done.
There's people-
That's not the Fat Joe. Fat Joe will wear until
Oh,
they
no,
crease and get
that's-
fucked up. But Fat Joe was the first one with the Blanco. You gotta get these Blanco y Blancos. That was it. It was always the Blanco y Blancos. Fucking fire.
Were you rocking Air Force Ones with the epic shorts and the do rag at that point?
I had all white Air Force Ones, and I was a big fan of the mid with the strap.
Oh my guy!
I was that guy.
My guy, I'm the mid guy too. Everyone will give me shit, man. I'm a mid guy.
These white and khaki Air Force Ones with the strap. I fucking wore them to play basketball. I wore them to Dolphin Mall. I wore them to school. I wore them everywhere.
Oh man, with the gum bottom. Fuck off. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
That was my shit.
I love the mids, man. I still to this day, if I buy a pair of Air Force Ones, it's the mids with the strap. I don't like the highs with the strap because it's like that weird Velcro thing. But the mids are attached to the shoe. You leave it open, let it flop around. Fucking the best.
This is the yin to the yang here because I'm a low and a high guy.
Oh, you know, you like the mids.
I didn't like the mids.
Well, the mids were the true Uptown, the Air Force One.
Shout out Uptown Dale.
Shout out Uptown Dale. The true Uptown with the bubble swoosh, not the flat swoosh. The bubble swoosh is a mid with the Velcro on the side. So if you're like you're wearing Air Force Ones, you're calling them mid, you're calling them Uptowns. It's fine, everyone does, but that's wrong. The true Uptown is the one with the bubble swoosh, the jewel swoosh, and they made it in multiple colors back in like 97, 98, 99.
Matthew McConaughey agrees, bro. He's crying.
That's what he's crying about.
All right.
Damn, I had him in the blue and the yellow. Damn.
This scene right here, he said he did it in one take. He said that was my real reaction to this. And he said, after the first take is acting, brother. Bar. He's like, after the first take is acting, brother.
If you want the real deal, Holyfield, don't even yell action.
Crazy, bro.
Because then I'm gonna start acting.
I got done with this movie and immediately started losing weight for Dallas Buyers Club.
I can't believe he was in space in this movie.
They gave me a statue for that shit. You see that? I lost a bunch of weight. That was incredible. I'm a fucking actor, man. You seen my shit? I'm in everything. Have you seen these football commercials I'm in now?
Lincoln.
What can I do?
He's doing the Lincoln the whole way.
So smooth.
Shit.
These like super subtle signature moves that he develops. That's someone that's a smart guy. You get me? Like, because if you develop this like over the top character, then you got to keep it up the entire time. If you're playing it cool since day one, hey?
And I
just like early in your career, get arrested playing naked bongos, and everyone's just gonna be like, "You're the fucking naked bongo guy." Like,
you're the naked bongo guy.
I am the fucking hell yeah, I'm the naked bongo guy.
But you hear stories of him in like real life, and everyone says he's the coolest motherfucker.
Yeah,
I don't know one person who's ever interacted with him, and I weirdly know quite a few. A good guy gets around that doesn't fucking love him. Yeah. He's just been like super cool. You guys are super chill.
Well, you're a little bit of a celebrity.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
You rub shoulders with him.
So yeah, they're a couple degrees off. Maybe not 6 like Kevin Bacon or 1 off like Miami is.
Let me go to my contacts and see how quick I can get the fucking.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying because
we can get him on the pod.
I think we're in a group chat with GSP, and I think they've sparred before, so it might work out. And he Texas, right? Texas Longhorns,
big Texas Longhorns,
football fan, and. I don't know if you know this Hector Zea here, but Mr. Bill played a little ball.
I played a little ball.
He played a little ball.
Played a little ball.
All Dade?
Broward.
We do it a little different.
No disrespect.
We do it a little different on Broward.
This is a baseball town here, okay? Football town with Broward basically.
Broward is we got some guys.
Coral Springs, City of Kings.
Not Coral Springs. No, just Broward. Just Broward. Just stop there. Just
Broward. JP Taravella. Say less, fam. You've never even heard of any of these.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you what?
Shout out Pascual.
That's Did he say Pasquale's?
No.
Oh,
Pascual Baseball.
Pascual Baseball Academy.
Oh, hilarious.
Which is in Miami. Shout out to Nick Pascual and the Pascual family, Padato Pascual, everybody. But bro, do you have Broward knowledge? Yes, you do because you've played venues.
Yeah, that's
played
the only
venues in Broward.
Reason I know anything.
So
about
this is
Broward and Fort Lauderdale.
This is the perfect way to lead into
Parker Playhouse.
Those venues at some point because we can say, "Oh, yeah, you played some venues in Broward. Played some venues. Wait, are you
violinist?
Were you playing? Was it that? Because we said you didn't go abroad to Germany to play. So did you go to Broward? Which for people from Dade, that is abroad, but." Music, yes. Violin, yes. No. The music was through
DJ.
And perhaps there is an overlap here and a Venn diagram somehow of the swap shop DJing
Yeah.
durags
Yeah,
and
yeah.
something
That's
like that.
actually what it was.
Because, Mr. Bill, we shouted him out earlier.
You just get paid in durags.
Yeah,
I will play your gig for 5 durag.
5 for 20. Let's go. Were you getting paid? No. Get the durags.
Just in waves.
It was some pit stories here.
Yeah, that
So,
it's something with
OG,
that with
OG,
mixtapes.
Take it back. Take it back.
Swap Shop was the center of all that stuff at one point. So everyone would just go hang out and buy stuff there, but there was always that going on.
Were you DJing before going to the swap shop, or
no, I think
chicken or the egg? What was
just
that?
getting into it at the time, hanging around all those people, and then the swap shop was like a place people would go.
Yeah, always.
Like the hip hop, all local artists. So like, yeah, instead of going to like the local dollar mart to get a durag, like, oh, let's go there. Let's go to a dangerous neighborhood that my mom didn't know I was going to.
Get my durag to match my sneakers, and then it matches my shirt too.
But they had cool shit there though.
Fitty's time.
That you couldn't go like anywhere like that in Miami, like Miami.
So, but DJing was when then? Because if it's close enough,
DJing was, I got introduced to it like around 14, 15.
And your first swap shop experience?
I don't know. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. My memory,
like AOL chat rooms. You might have been. That was one of those. Like you would have 13 M 305, and it's like you're in a chat room. Come to the swap shop. Oh,
yeah.
13 M.
I was on AOL.
Yes.
I was AOL day one, dude. AOL 1.0. I was on there.
That's awesome. Jesus Christ.
Bill.
Sir.
He is. I've told him this. I've never told you this. He's kind of the counterpart to Eddie. Shout out to Eddie that made the logo. Very similar to that, where it comes to like this creative brain and that like this Swiss Army knife of unexpectedness. He has this.
Okay.
So again, the octagon from earlier. We already touched base there. Fucking violin, just world-class violin to 5th grade. A prodigy drops it, out of nowhere.
I wouldn't say
somewhat. Look,
maybe
somewhat a prodigy.
My parents wanted me to go into a magnet school for that, and I was like, absolutely not.
That's why you stopped it.
Yeah,
because you're already taking a stand. Look, somewhat of a voice and a leader when it comes to like putting his foot down and like determined and everything. The music was always a part of you, obviously, but it wasn't until the needle really
hit the record.
For the record.
But
together.
I think it was more like every time I try to think about why I started DJing or how I started DJing, I don't have that story that like everybody has of like, my parents, they would just play these 80s records in the living room and we would dance and like, nah, bro.
Blend them together.
Yeah,
that's where I learned about beat patterns and BPM.
I just got into like the nerding out part of DJing because my buddy had like all this equipment at his house and like I would always be at his house and he had the turntables and I just wanted to know how all that stuff worked. And he was like also a producer, so he had like the keyboards and the microphone. So I was just interested in like, how does this shit work? Like, you telling me I could put like 2 songs here and like, so I was just like really interested and curious about that. And that's how I got into DJing. And then you start learning. Well, I started learning about music and like the different types of genres and like what you could do and like how to kind of put together a night and all that. But it wasn't really like a music lover thing. It was just like, this shit is cool, man.
It was more the science of it than the
science
art
of it. Okay. And also like the game of like, it was like a hustle back then. Like, how you gotta sell pre-sales to DJ. Like, how can I trick 15-year-olds like me to buy these tickets so I could DJ for 10 minutes?
Yeah, because you were a part of a fucking crazy scene. That was the all ages scene.
Yeah.
Coming up, so you're literally saying like drinking 50.
Yeah, because it's like stupid.
Bill, did you ever drink balls?
Oh, yes, the blue energy drink with the ribbed blue thingy.
Yep.
Yeah. Balls and computer gaming at the cafe.
Place,
guys, I believe you're talking about LAN parties.
LAN parties, right?
Fucking get it right, for fuck's sake.
Like $5 for a minute or something.
Fucking embarrass yourselves. Unreal. Yeah. Oh my God. It's so funny you say that, man, because you were saying the all ages scene, and we had one in Broward too. Shout out to the Viper Room in Broward County. It was an all ages club. And we had a couple of friends who used to go, and they used to go so much that we started calling them the Viper girls. Like, where are you guys going? And I go to Viper. Is there a foam party at Viper?
Viper foam parties.
The Viper foam. And I'm like, I'm sitting here going, like, just truly ignorant. I'm just like, oh, I guess they don't do that anymore, huh? Because the way everything is now, it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fill up this fucking dance floor with soap, and I'm gonna invite every 13-year-old girl in this town. That sounds so stupid. Right. And at the time in the late 90s, they were fucking doing that, and nobody went to jail for that. Okay, I guess. Now now I can't listen to fucking "Been Around the World." Make it make sense,
dude. Because it was pretty much adults organizing.
Yeah,
events.
For money, and all they had to do was promise not to sell alcohol. Sure thing. So my overhead comes down 3,000%. Great. I'll give these kids all the Coca-Cola they want.
Yeah, there is a period where those guys that were kind of running that scene were kickin.
Oh, I'm sure. All you want to be when you're 13 is fucking 18.
Yeah.
So if you're going to a fucking nightclub, quote unquote, and listening to songs with the curse words and getting an over-the-pants hand job, you want nothing more. That's all you need.
A little friction.
Just enough. I don't even need anything to happen at that moment. I just need to save it for later. When I'm back in bed at 10:30.
That's enough. Plant the seed there. I'll take that with me. Thanks.
That's all I need. It's great.
These were wild times.
I'm going to watch Porn Through the Squiggles, and I'll fucking remember this feeling.
What a time.
You guys are too young to remember Porn Through the Squiggles, huh?
Yeah.
You guys are... Yeah. Porn was always just like readily available to you.
I'm not even sure what that means.
Exactamundo.
And I don't want to know.
Cinemax goes dark at 11 o'clock.
Oh.
And now it's...
No. We had that.
Yeah,
we had that. We're from that time.
That's the beginning of...
We're from that time.
Beginning of the end.
The beginning of the end.
Beginning of the end.
I remember my dad was getting illegal cable here, like everyone else was doing.
Yeah.
It was the illegal DirecTV with a little card.
With the card.
Yeah.
Occasionally they would zap the cards.
Whenever the card would mess up, he would feel the box. He would go up to the box and like, fuck it. Like checking it like for a fever and shit.
What was the fucking...
And then he'd put it in the freezer.
No.
What?
He'd put it in the freezer,
Yeah.
like do a chore or something, go outside, feed the fishes, fucking trim the hedges, do something. Then he'd come back 15, 30 minutes, nothing crazy. Get it out of the freezer. Literally, like we used to do with fucking Nintendo cartridges, Super Nintendo.
When fucking Ninja Gaiden wouldn't work?
Yep. Right back in. Boom. Jerry Maguire's on TV.
Boom, television.
Like, what the fuck was happening?
Fucking television.
Chatty,
Back on Showtime, Jerry Maguire.
What?
So that was the late night card.
What was the movie where McConaughey takes down the bull with the fucking... You know what? I'm getting my movie stars mixed up. Never mind. Carry on. It's not McConaughey. It's fucking Crocodile Dundee. My bad. It's a different movie. I got fucked up because of the steer and Texas Longhorn football. My buzz. Anyway, go ahead.
Crocodile
Same kind of thing, though. Your old man going...
Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dundee.
And fixing the fucking television. That's awesome.
What
was the movie you watched most of on free pay-per-view?
Oh my God.
Because you know what, the day it would debut, they would show that shit all day, and you could fucking watch it over and over and over again.
Wow.
Independence Day.
Damn. Nice.
Probably.
That's a great call.
Probably. Just waiting on the TV guide to see what it is going to be.
Yeah. Or the commercials start rolling in. It's like premiering Friday.
Damn.
I wish they brought back the TV guide.
I feel like it was something a little later than that. For me, I feel like it was might have been Fast and Furious.
Really? Nice.
I remember my parents bought a DVD player, and they got 2 free DVDs, and it was The Matrix and The Abyss Classic.
I think everybody's first DVD was The Matrix.
Yeah.
I think the DVD market exploded merely because we all saw The Matrix in the theater, and we're like, I'm not watching this shit on VHS when it comes to my home.
Well, that's a question.
Lasers.
When did DVD players, DVDs come out? Was it right at the
project?
Do you know
what? Oh, shit. On DVD or pay-per-view? What
DVD. Blair Witch, Ghostbusters, and Matrix. I was at one Christmas I got those DVDs. That's crazy.
The first Christmas or just one Christmas that you remember? That's the first core memory.
DVDs I ever got for Christmas.
Do you know what the best-selling DVD player of all time is?
What? The best-selling
What
DVD
is the
player?
best-selling DVD player of all time? the fact that I'm even asking this should lead you to know that it's something that's like a fucking brand name.
Sony?
The PS2.
Oh, but that's
the PS2 is the greatest selling. Well, no, it literally drove the DVD market because you couldn't get DVD players. They were crazy expensive. It was like $800 to get a fucking DVD.
And what do we have in the stew as our DVD player? A PlayStation 2.
You could.
I didn't think about that.
PlayStation 2 was like $300, $250, $300.
This is the 3. This is the 3.
That's what I was gonna say. You have a 3. That's not it. Yeah, because there's a Blu-ray. Probably the greatest Blu-ray.
Level up.
The best-selling Blu-ray player of all time was probably the PS3. But that is a legitimate stat. The greatest selling DVD player of all time is the PS2. It literally drove the DVD market along with The Matrix.
$300 seemed crazy back then, but now it's like.
I would, if the PS6 comes out and it's $300, that would be fantastic. But it will not be.
Never.
The controller will be $300.
Yeah, possibly.
What was your game console growing up, if you had one?
I had them all,
and
bro.
you were in there playing some video games every once in a while, and not. I was out in the swap shop or playing violin, locked in the room, or
heavy into the video games.
The Octagon. Oh. Really?
Thankfully, my parents were able to get me a system early on, a Super Nintendo for sure. And then literally every year, not every year, but every time the system came out, fucking literally on Christmas, bro, they would hustle their ass off, and I would ask for it, and they would give it to me. Santa would give it to me.
Shout out Santa.
Shout out Santa.
Well, where we're from, Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Oh, it's Santa Claus?
Santa Claus.
But I had Super Nintendo.
Jolly old Saint Nick.
N64. I might have skipped one. I had the Sega Genesis handheld.
Oof.
Wow.
Never had the actual Sega.
I had a Genesis.
Never had a Dreamcast. I skipped those. I wasn't one of those.
The original disc ones, the Dreamcast and the Sega CD.
And then I had a PlayStation 1. At some point, I went to Xbox. I had a 1 and 2, and then the Ring of Death one, 360.
360.
Yep.
Then I switched over to PlayStation. I think that would 3.
That would be 3, yeah.
And I've been there ever since. Got a PS5 currently. Don't play it at all. I do have UFC 5 and Call of Duty.
They just dropped a new Call of Duty, Call of Duty 6.
I haven't even updated the last one, but
I
need to get on there.
My brother and I, looking back on it, what a caper. So we both claimed that we were just liked different systems. So after the original Nintendo Entertainment System, he wanted a Super Nintendo, and I wanted a Genesis because the EA Sports games played better on Genesis than they did on Super Nintendo. So he would get Super Nintendo, and then I would get Genesis, and it doesn't matter that it's in separate rooms. We've got both. And then Sean was an Xbox guy, and I was a PlayStation guy, and we had both. So I got he got an Xbox,
Wow.
I got a PS1,
That's
he got a fucking 360, I got a PS2, and so on and so forth. I moved out with the PS3, so he was on his own after that. And then I won the Xbox Series X at Taco Bell. That's a thing that I did.
Wow.
It was one of those things where it's like you buy this super box and you punch in this code on your phone and text them, and I won the damn thing.
This is a podcast of champions here.
That was great.
Champions.
That was amazing. You get the return text. It's like, congrats, you won. I'm like, what the fuck?
Amazing. Amazing.
That shit was incredible. I was like, I never win shit. This is the thing I win. I couldn't win the lottery. I won a goddamn Xbox when I'm not an Xbox guy. So I won it and immediately gave it to my brother. I'm like, here you go. This is yours. This is a thing you've won now.
That was the whole thing, man. That was the most controversial side you could be on, Xbox or PlayStation.
It was a war. What do you
Pick a side.
Do you even care about frame rates? You even care about that? You know what my exclusives are? What's your exclusive?
The Bloods and Crips of GameStop.
Full thing. Oh my God, it's Matt Damon. Told you guys Matt Damon was in this movie.
He's entered.
Matt Damon.
Is that The Martian?
Matt Damon.
The Martian is in Interstellar.
The Martian is in Interstellar because he goes to Mars.
But that era of Halo, I'd be up to 4
my
in
gosh.
the morning.
Say less.
Come on, bro.
You named a lot of the greatest hits.
Halo,
Shit that
Tony Hawk, Pro Skater.
Oh, Tony Hawk's Underground had me in a fucking chokehold.
Bro,
I played that game so much.
Yo, Tony Hawk's daughter?
Just married.
No, Tony Hawk's son married
Kurt
Eminem's.
Cobain's. No, Kurt Cobain's daughter.
Oh, sorry. Tony Hawk and Eminem became grandparents.
Right.
We actually ran into Tony Hawk at the last
What?
UFC that was here.
What? What?
Full circle. MMA. Pro skater.
What?
PS2. He was
What?
just walking down Biscayne.
Shut up. No, no, no,
Hey,
no,
that's
no.
Tony Hawk.
No, what?
But I actually met him when I was 16 in Minnesota at a bar with Bucky Lassick, Dave Mira, Tony Hawk, and I forgot the last guy.
Those guys all had their own video games.
Yeah, but they signed a Budweiser coaster that I still have.
For a 16-year-old. Here you go, kids. Drink beer.
Shout out to one of our very strong mutual brothers here, DJ Arrigidigi.
The skateboarder,
Silva
right?
Music.
The golfer.
Skateboarder,
The
right?
skateboarder, the golfer.
The drag car racer, the singer, the DJ, the producer, the griller, everything and then some.
I saw that shit the other day. Is it now? Is grilling his thing now? Is such a Renaissance man? Is that what is he's like? Now he's a guy with a smoker. He's doing. I got a 13-hour brisket.
Foreman hung it up, dude, and this guy's taking over.
Does he tag? Does he do graffiti? I'm positive. He almost certainly does. He almost fucking certainly does.
If he was in any type of scene, he was in all the scenes.
For a little while, the owner of the longest Three-List episode of all time.
Oh my god.
He also was in like a what do you call those rage grunge bands?
That's right.
Scream.
A screamo, like
Screamo band.
Why not?
A hardcore band. Yeah. We talked about that at length. He was like, you like Slipknot? I like Slipknot. You like Slipknot? Why do you like Slipknot? We talked about Slipknot for like 45 minutes, and that's why that episode was like 8 hours long.
I was going to say we talked about everything,
fucking everything.
Literally, Silva's a perfect little fucking bridge here because the story of how we reconnected per se was literally at Silva's wedding.
Yeah.
So shout out to Silva, shout out to Lucy. It was at their wedding. We're like in the
downtown.
Yeah, but this like outside of the ballroom or whatever, cocktail hour, right? So we're going to the bar, etc. And I go to my dog Heck. I'm like, "Oh, shit, Zea, bro. You know, this is what years is 20? It's probably like 10 years ago, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
2013, 14, something like that." And the first time I ever met Zea was, dude, like close to high school, honestly. Like we might have been like all ages, 19 years old.
At a phone party,
like 17, like something like that.
As one does.
And it wasn't like we met. No, we met later after that. It was just the first time that the Zea seed was planted. And okay, I know who this guy is. Second time a couple years later, we're now legal age. La Covacha is also the Cove. So the game has evolved in other things. We've spread out from the local neighborhoods to then abroad, crossing bridges to party. And I see him not on the regular, but I see him way more frequent than before. And then we lead up to tier 3 on this evolution, and it's Silva's wedding. And I'm like, wow. So this is now the intimate setting. And I'm like, I see my boy Brian. Grew up with Brian, went to Belen summer camp with him, 8 years old, 9 years old, something like that. Right next to him, Zea. Damn, it's a family affair out here. Silva's out here fucking thanking everybody for being there. And then I just go up. Oh shit, what's up, B? Hey, say what's up to Brian. Look at you, fucking dressed up. And I go to hey, what up, Zay? Yo, what up, bro? Hey, yo, what's up? Yo, how you doing?
I feel like I'm Junior. I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm living this. I'm living this moment with you.
Yo, call me Bob Ross and Pequeño aquí because I'm painting the picture for y'all. And I get to that point, and daps me up, all this love, and shit. He has no idea who I am. He has zero clue.
It's funny.
He has zero clue who's talking to him, and he's thinking, Silva probably just invited everybody too. I'm the one that's present at the moment. I don't know where Zea's at in his life at this point, where he's probably going gig to gig. and he doesn't know who he's meeting. You get me? Like it's a lot. This is tier 3 in the evolution that I'm saying. And he has no clue. He is looking at me with this face. And I always had this like deeper connection and respect for him. So because I didn't just want this to become your stereotypical Miami encounter, I did the most uncomfortable and awkward thing that I can do. And I'm going to do it right now.
Doing it again.
In this episode, and just pass the baton to you, and you can take it from there on how I made you feel, honestly, because that's.
I think I was just shocked.
Hey, why don't you host our podcast for us? Yeah, I know you have your own.
But
But
I
go
was
ahead.
trying to remember, like, what was it that I know it was about the beard. That I try to wiggle my way out of it and try to be a smart ass, and you're like, absolutely not. And I think I said, oh, my bad, I didn't recognize you with the beard. And at that time you like, I've had a beard since I was 15. You're fucking lying. You just told me straight up.
Bill, this is at the height
Uh-huh.
of Banana Man,
Yes.
and this is also like 8 years post grad from
Right.
high school, because I was in a high school that we had to shave. So since
Right.
high school,
Right. And the full beat.
nothing but facial hair lived on this face. If I didn't have facial hair, it's because I fucked up the beard, as guys do. Like,
Yep.
you're just fucking moving, you twitch or some shit.
It's funny. That's what I tell
Something
people now. Like
happens.
if you see me without my chin beard, just know I fucked it up. There's the only reason it's not there anymore.
For me, when I do the full beard since 2006, I've been doing the full beard, and if I fuck it up, I end up with a mustache, or a mustache and a 5 o'clock shadow or something. But like I just mentioned, since 2006, and this was way past 2006, this motherfucker here
Yep.
still
This
says,
motherfucker.
yo, I didn't recognize you with the beard.
Bro, but how good? You know what I'm saying? Like,
No.
how many times you think I get away with? I would get away with that.
You can.
Oh, bro, yo, the beer.
Yeah.
Let's get a drink, bro.
No, it's a thing. You understand? It's a thing. So funny.
Fucking Silva, congrats, bro. You try the pasta is good.
Guy had a pasta bar.
This guy stopped me right in my tracks. He's like, "Nah, it is not happening tonight." I literally had to take a second. I was like, "Whoa, this guy just fucking got me, dude."
I did that, but I did that because of, I told you, like, it sounds like I'm like a recruit or something like that. Like I'm recruiting you somehow, but I saw so much like legit authenticity in you that is what the potential is, right? Like a potential for like a real connection,
Even
not a
back
connect, not a plug, not a this, but an actual connection. No, before back then. That's why I had the confianza to call you out at that moment.
Didn't I jack your charger too? I think I remember that.
Yeah.
That we got in an Uber or something, and it was like a party Uber, and then we had to link up so I could give you the charger. Remember that? It was like one of those party Ubers, and that was like not really a thing back then.
No,
He was like one of the
we were
ones.
pool, right? We were basically Uber party pooling at that time, like
Yeah, but before Uber,
before it was. But that's what you are. You're literally that type of individual. You're ahead of the game. Marty McFly. That was a subtle little thing that I had going on here. Little Marty McFly
details.
But legit, it was awkward.
Details.
I gave you, I called you out, but then I gave you flowers, and I've been giving you flowers before that and since that. And I'll never forget. Then we went to, this is years after.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, yo, we need to have a sit down. We moved past the awkwardness. So now I'm like, let's have an awkward one-on-one now.
Yeah.
Like group awkwardness, social anxiety, all of that. Cool.
It's like
bro.
the Seinfeld lunch. That didn't count as a lunch. It was a salad. Can't we just we sat for 20 minutes. It's fine.
We went for coffee and sat for 3 hours. So
Would you say you broke bread?
wow.
Wow.
I think we got smoothies actually.
Family.
We broke bread. We broke bread.
Shout out to Marty.
Shout out. Break bread freestyles. We're going to have Marty back on. Marty and Cultura. Marty and everything. Marty across the board.
Marty is just dropping fucking bombs left and right. That dude's just like, I just found this thing I fucking started with and I just kind of finished it. Here, look at it. I'm just like, this is the best fucking song I've heard today. And I've been listening to series all day.
Birthing classics. What? So was it? It was juice, smoothie, tea, coffee,
Green Life, Geralda Avenue, Coral Gables, Miracle Mile.
That's the place that's blocked off, right?
Yes.
That you can walk. There's a Coyo Taco.
Yes.
Okay. Blue Missions had an activation there recently when we went. Steph and I. Shout out to Steph, the executive producer, the Notorious Z.E.A. We went to Coyo for her cousin Paul Ramirez, an absolute legend, for his birthday. And it was on that same corner. And I had mentioned that because that's literally what we do too. I'll be like, I had smoothies with Zea here. It's a landmark now.
Fucking tears welling up in his eyes.
Oh, dude.
Are you crying? Why are you crying?
Dude, I was crying today when Steph texted me and she's like, we're going to Zea's daughter's birthday party. We got invited.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if Zea invited you or not, but his wife invited me. We're best friends on Instagram. It's like
It was just for her, dude.
No plus ones. It's actually a -1. This means it's just you. Nobody else.
Like,
can
you
come.
told Steph? Oh, we're good. I'm gonna tell no one.
The head count is very strict. I'm sorry. We only have so much cake.
They got a girl crush going on, but I feel like they feel the energy from the man crush every day that I've had on my dog here. And I'm not afraid to say it, bro. I love my homies, bro. I love you for free. I've been saying it more and more of recently. It needs to be said. Flowers need to be given.
I love it was an awkward reunion in a public setting, so I decided to make it awkward one-on-one.
One-on-one. One-on-one.
So great.
And
sounds like my dating life.
gauntlet.
You want to make this an awkward one-on-one?
And
You want to go get a fucking Starbucks or
That
something?
was like right after the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
said-
you put your lives in danger
If you
to be awkward.
if you meet me, that's it. Like I'm keeping this dude around, dude. Like, and I was Bubble Boy. Like Bill will tell you,
Yeah.
because I'm the one that everyone checks in on me. This is pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Like somebody got bit by something in Zimbabwe, and people are texting me like, "Yo, you good?" So the fact that
Wait, did you hear about the 43 monkeys that escaped yesterday?
oh my god, who?
You heard about this?
No.
In one of
North
the
Carolina.
it was North Carolina, right?
Or South.
Did you see the name of the place that they escaped from?
Some like deadly ass research facility.
Alpha Genesis. No
Yeah.
bullshit. This sounds like the opening scene to fucking 12 Monkeys or whatever, Outbreak.
Outbreak.
Like, oh yeah, they escaped. 43 monkeys escaped from the Alpha Genesis facility. And I was like, did Brad Pitt write this fucking script? What is this? Like who? Like when you're sitting around, you're gonna name your company, right? It's like, let's get the most diabolical fucking name we can think of. What is you think?
Alpha Genesis?
Alpha Genesis, the first, the strongest, the strongest first. Like, and so allegedly, quote unquote, allegedly, sprinkle allegedly all over the place. Apparently, they're not sick. They've been relocated from an island somewhere in order to learn how to interact with humans. I don't know why we need to interact with a fucking herd of monkeys, but here we are.
I don't like it.
And 43 of them fucking escaped.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Something's up. Something is afoot. The Alpha Genesis facility?
That also sounds fake.
Where was that?
Fully. I was like, this is bullshit. They were reading it on the Levitar show this morning, and I'm like, these guys are reading The Onion, and they think it's the real news. This is broken. They fucked it up. But nope.
What's the facility from Stranger Things?
Oh, Alpha Genesis, actually. Ironically enough.
Sosa. Look that. Sosa?
His
Sosa,
fucking
camera
chair
one,
is
camera
gone
two,
even.
Camera one,
Did
camera
he
two,
move?
Sosa?
He moved the chair to Toronto?
Sosa. He's in one of the borders because he was just in Mexico.
Yes. Shaking out some luchador action, which is pretty rad.
But he's Canadian. Wow. So he might be north of the border.
South Carolina. Alpha Genesis Primate Research Facility is the full name of this place. Like, if the head doctor here isn't some bald dude with a fucking monocle, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Alpha Genesis is the backup steroids.
That's what
place too.
It's where Barry Bonds got the clear.
What was that place across the street from UM?
Yeah, in a strip mall.
Bio something
it was,
too, right?
It was Biogenesis, wasn't it? I think it was Biogenesis.
You were out there?
AGI specializes in providing specific pathogen-free non-human primate models for okay, they breed the monkeys to get experimented on.
That's fine.
Oh, okay. All right.
So while they don't have killer viruses yet, rest assured they will when the Johnson & Johnson Corporation needs to test shampoo on them. Yes.
Say less. Biodome. So what's your favorite Baldwin brother movie then? Is it that? And is it a Steven movie? Is it Alec? Or
I mean, I'm not really a Baldwin fan, but I guess
it's definitely an Alec movie.
What about?
You just said Biodome.
That was Steven. That was Steven Baldwin.
Yeah, and name an Alec one that.
I mean, Alec Baldwin's
up there, dude.
Alec Baldwin's been some good films.
Yeah.
Maybe not as the lead guy, but
yeah, he's been in some bangers.
What's the one?
Can't think though.
What's the one? Yeah, of course.
Specifically.
Put me on the spot. What was the one where he plays the doctor? He's like, "You asked me if I believe in God. I am God."
30 Rock.
It wasn't that. I have 40. I have 4 degrees from Harvard.
30 Rock.
I save 15 lives a month.
If it's not Beetlejuice, I don't know.
That's the thing. Alec Baldwin is in the
I know he's in one that's like an ensemble cast. That's like
right. What's the last
good.
Leo and Matt Damon movie with Scorsese? What the fuck was that? The with Wahlberg and Jack Nicholson and The Departed. The Departed. He's in The Departed. He's the chief of police in Departed. Yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah, is the leak coming from your office? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself.
Okay, I take everything back. He was the boss, baby.
Right. Of course. He was the boss, baby.
I'm sorry.
Also,
that's actually a great role.
And also, in his last movie, he killed a person. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dedication.
It wasn't his fault.
It's Complicated with Meryl Streep. Goated.
Oh, that's a good one.
Only 59% though. And Interstellar's in the 70s.
I think the critics' problem with Interstellar is purely length. This is a long film.
Pearl Harbor.
He's in Pearl Harbor?
He's in Pearl Harbor.
Wow. Because Affleck is just chewing the scenery in that movie.
Still Alice. That was
a sequel to Still DRE.
Hilarious. But Still Alice. Oh, man. That was pulling at the heartstrings. Along Came Polly.
Yeah, I know. Baldwin's been in everything, man. It's like
Fun with Dick and Jane. Mercury Rising.
Yikes.
Mission Impossible 5.
Right.
Obviously.
Rock of Ages.
Shut up. He's in that?
He's in that. The Aviator, another Leo flick there. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Yes, he plays Squidward.
Team America World Police.
Yeah, he plays Squidward in that too.
Mission Impossible 6.
No way.
Black Klansman.
Never saw it.
Good one.
With John David Washington.
Yeah, Denzel's kid. Yeah. He's Ricky Jarrett in Ballers. Ricky Jarrett in Ballers, my favorite show.
Is it?
There's so much good TV out there, new TV that goes out, and what am I doing right now? I'm working my way through Entourage for the 3rd time.
Wow.
I've seen it 7 times.
Yeah.
And Ballers is like sports Entourage.
As soon as Entourage is finished,
who's the other guy that's
I'm
on
doing
that?
Ballers.
Who's the other guy that's on?
He's in that.
He's basically OBJ, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you could say it. I guess you could say at the time that's who he was trying to be.
Is this what's the NFL? Hard Knocks? This is Hard Knocks and Entourage?
Basically, it's sports Entourage. That's what Rock wanted to do. He's like, I'm going to do my show, and I'm going to do Entourage in Miami, and I'm a sports agent. That's what it is.
He played a little baseball growing up.
Yeah,
little Patado Pascual
little,
baseball.
Outfield.
He's wearing a little World Series baseball hat there. That stepped into the octagon.
One of my favorite years.
Outside of mixed martial arts is your favorite sport right now? Yes or no?
Combat sports.
Combat 100%. Sports.
Please.
I'm sorry.
Disrespectful. God.
That is disrespectful.
It's gonna put you in a rear naked choke.
Is it?
No, it's not disrespectful.
In the culture.
No, actually, you're right because I do enjoy mixed martial arts more than like boxing
or pro wrestling.
Okay, so school the idiot once again.
Which one?
This guy.
Hey.
Here. Combat.
That's what the show is.
Mixed martial arts.
2 idiots and friends.
2 idiots and friends. We need to change. It used to be about our friends.
So many taglines.
Combat versus, and I feel like Gus that you spoke to, because we had a UFC, I don't know what watch, like we literally did a watch along, but it wasn't a live stream, obviously, because
It came out like
it
2
was
weeks after the
UFC
show.
278, and then we aired it 305, then UFC 313. Like
That was like 4 years ago.
We've been doing this a long time.
But the difference,
The difference
combat
is
and
you're
then
just,
MMA.
Combat is like the umbrella that covers everything.
Right.
Mixed martial arts is the specific sport of using all the martial arts together in one setting.
But then
And
anything else would be a combat sport. Boxing, judo,
And
karate,
then like
that was
everything
gonna be my
in the
question.
mixed martial arts is technically a combat sport.
power slap.
Yeah, I mean,
It's in there.
Technically.
combat. They're combating
Bare
their hands.
knuckle, which
Bare
has been
knuckle,
blowing up
boxing,
too.
everything.
Yeah.
Shout out Yuli Monster, dog.
The monster.
Yuli.
Just fucking
Wow.
pure savagery.
Your favorite of the combat sports is?
MMA. He established this, I think.
Yeah. Well, you mean
Is-
overall
Is it like there's a hyper
is mixed
specific?
martial arts, but then within that, I would say probably jujitsu, just because I'm like do it. But I also love like kickboxing because I did taekwondo and kickboxing a little bit. And like that's more like instant gratification. Like you hit something and it just fucking feels good.
And it dies.
Jiu-jitsu is more of like you're using your brain and it's like more thinking.
Physical chess,
Physical chess with dire
combat,
consequences.
physical chess. Yeah,
I get so annoyed when there's a big fight and it turns into a jiu-jitsu fight. It turns into a roll around.
Sometimes it's not the best.
It turns into a roller
but
out.
sometimes it's fun.
Well, it gets like DC and Rogan will get excited because he's like, "Oh my god, he's got back control. He's gonna get his blah 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 blah." And
This
I'm
is
just
high
sitting there
level.
going,
This is high level. They
Right.
don't understand.
yeah, and I know I don't understand. Stand up and bang like a man, like
Nah,
fucking
but-
like Max Holloway, and point at the middle of the ring and like we're gonna knock the fuck out of each other. We're gonna see who's the real man here. Just because you get your elbow under my neck doesn't make you tougher than me. We're gonna fucking figure this out.
But you see that exactly. That's why it's like more fun. Like standing in front of a bag and just hitting it as hard as you can is just like it's stress relief.
I remember that Kevin Hart stand up. He's having like that revelation, and he's talking about mixed martial arts, or I don't know exactly what he was saying, like MMA or UFC or something like that. He's like, these people with pressure points.
Yeah,
So it's exactly what you're saying. Like, you want to get in there and just you want to slug.
I wanna
fest,
slug it
you
out.
know, like
Yeah.
you want
Shoot the fair
gladiator
one.
and slugfest. You want both
Yeah.
those things.
Yeah.
But then some of it is chess, and then some of it is we're hugging for 4 minutes. And
But it's high level hugging.
there's
dude.
there's
Right.
there's
There's-
a fucking
it's a
poke
method.
happening.
I understand that there's a lot going on, but I got up and got fucking 6 chicken wings and refreshed my soda, and I come back and you're in the same goddamn position, nothing happened, and then the odds on Hard Rock Bet are changing because apparently this means something. No, nothing is happening. Stand up and punch each other. Fuck's sake, yes I do.
And it's crazy because like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I have water. Like they'll be sitting in the same position for like 5 minutes, but there's like a little micro game going on in there, but just you can't see it. It's like,
Well, it's the guy is holding his jaw down so he doesn't get choked out. That's what it is. He's like, it's like the whole fight. What women fight was I watching? Shit. Like the whole first round was the favorite who I had money on, fucking fighting off a rear naked, and she's just it's all jaw, and she's moving her jaw this way, she's moving her jaw that way, and she's keeping.
And then the other girl's just trying to like figure out how she's gonna get that other hand under and
she
finish it.
gasses.
Yeah.
Because she's working her ass off for 5 minutes trying to get under the jawline, and then they stand him up, and the round ends, and then they go to the second. And she gets the crap kicked out of her. It might have been Valentina. Might have been the last
there's
Valentina.
like the
fight.
whole game of like, oh, I could make you think that I'm about to gas or about to tap, so you'll gas yourself out,
right?
Or you try to play possum and like, oh, like you might have me, you might not have me, and then it's like this whole cat and mouse game of just off at one choke, and that's just the choke.
Have you ever had the rush of betting somebody to win via submission, and they get somebody in a goddamn triangle or something, and you're just like fucking tap, and they don't tap, and you know you're cooked because that guy is gassed because trying to make somebody tap for 5 minutes is the most tiring, most exhausting thing you can do.
That Hard Rock Bet app is the worst thing.
It's
ever.
the fucking worst.
I'm not really a gambler. I don't really bet on sports, but with the UFC, because I'm balls deep in it, and they have those options, it's like, oh, how can I not just fucking bet on this guy to get a fucking
plus 2,000?
Yeah, like
plus 2,000 for a sub in the second round.
Yeah,
This guy's
like,
got 3 subs in his career, but we're gonna do it tonight. Sure.
Yeah, like why not Francis Ngannou's gonna get a rear naked?
Exactly, exactly. A guy who never goes to the ground ever once. It's plus 3,500. Okay, if I can turn $5 into fucking $350, let's do it.
Tonight's the night. It's gonna happen.
Is the fuck? I'll feel terrible if he doesn't.
I've only had like maybe 2 parlays out of all the UFCs since that app became legal here. Hit, and they were like the for sure favorites. I forgot
So
which ones.
actually, I have a method. So if there's nothing else on, like they're gonna do it next Saturday, right?
Yeah.
There's just a full slate of college football. I will not be watching UFC. But if it's one of those it's like March.
Yeah.
There's nothing on television. The prelims start at like 3:00. Here we go. Go right to the Hard Rock bet. It's like, oh, minus 400, eh? $10. What do I make? $1.50. Take that $11.50. What's the next match?
Oh,
minus 200.
I see.
Bang! Right on the fucking favorite, and you ride that favorite all the way to the main, and that's
up.
when the goddamn upset happens, and you lose
Not a gambling.
$87 you fucking lost. You
Not
had
a
to go to-
gambling podcast.
That's also why I love it. It's
Not a
6
sports.
hours, dude.
Yeah,
One fucking night is 6 hours, dude.
I am not an MMA guy. I was briefly seduced by it when my guy Connor was doing it, and then he turned out to be a terrible person. But whatever. And man, that Aldo fight though. But when during COVID, when Dana was the only one who was like, "Fuck, we're gonna do stuff," and it was fucking. I was in a fucking deep state of depression. But every Saturday, I knew it was either from the
Bro.
Apex or it was from fucking Saudi Arabia.
He got a lot of people
There was gonna be some fucking
invested.
there was gonna be some MMA.
through that time,
Yeah,
for sure.
the fucking Masvidal. He took it on 2 days' notice. Who was it?
Usman.
Usman.
Yeah.
And Usman blows his head off in the third round.
Yeah, he lost 20 pounds in like 6 days or something.
So it was it even that? It was like so fast. It was like Tuesday or some shit, and he had to fly. So it
It's
took him a
Abu
day to
Dhabi.
get there. He got there on Thursday. That shit was crazy. And then he got his head blown off.
Is that when they took it out there?
Fight Island.
UFC?
I'm building an island.
Well, no island, but they sold the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
But that's the first time that they went out there.
They were the first sport to come back out of the pandemic or during the pandemic.
They never. I mean, what?
No,
they
but-
cancel one event?
Yeah,
But-
just
and then they
one.
But
rolled
they
that
nev-
shit around?
They never did it out there pre-pandemic. That's what
No.
I'm asking.
I don't think so. I mean,
Or-
I think stuff was in the works, but I don't.
Yeah,
think
but they like
did it.
sped it up.
The
But it
Saudis
worked
were
out
just like,
crazy.
yes, we have $10 billion, and we'd like to
Yeah.
clean up our image. So
That
do you
move
wanna come fight here?
fucking worked out for them. Heavy.
Are you kidding me? That's what like changed the entire like platform for everything, and then also for other
It
it's
definitely-
other
huge
sports
right
and
now.
other.
It definitely helped. People were like,
It's huge out there right now.
"Ooh, it's live. This is live. This isn't a replay of a game." Like Valley Sports was replaying Heat games from the first half.
So
of the
that's what
season.
you were talking about, the times, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it, 4 a.m. to have
Well, no,
this
they-
or whatever, like
UFC goes off at 10 p.m. Eastern every Saturday night, or every 3 weeks on Saturday night at 10 o'clock, no matter what, come hell or high water. So if they're in fucking England and at 10 o'clock Saturday night is 3 a.m. their time, the main event's going off at 5 a.m. So you've got these guys fighting at fucking 5 a.m. That's absurd. You shouldn't do that. But they're going to do it anyway because they want to keep that time slot. They go to the fucking kingdom. They go to Saudi Arabia. They go wherever. Whatever the prince wants. And the prince wants to do it at 7 o'clock their time. Well, guess what? That's 2 o'clock in the morning our time. That's
Say
when it's
less.
happening.
Or 3 p.m. our time.
Whatever
I'm
it
not
is.
mad at those at all.
I know a lot of people who like the 3 a.m. starts.
But
Or
when
3
I
p.m.
was-
starts. excuse me.
When I was living in Vegas, the 10 p.m. was actually 7. So, bro, watching a Connor fight
Yeah.
in Vegas, when he's actually fighting in Vegas, he wins, and then it's like 12. No, not even. It's like 11 p.m.
Oh my God.
Right after he finishes, then you hit the fucking strip.
We're going to access for the
Beautiful.
post-fight party.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
I was out there for Mayweather McGregor.
Oh, that was the best, dude.
was that when you guys did the first take and everything?
Yeah. So
Oh, so dope.
we were in this
Shout out Dale.
shout out Dale. Me Dale. It was me, Dale Hollywood, and DJ Ray Costa. And we were had a like a 10, 12 year streak of going to Vegas every summer before COVID hit. And we picked our date and we fucking booked our hotel rooms and we were fucking good to go. But we didn't book our flights yet. We always book our flights late. It was just bad. It was just whatever. And then I'm laying in bed and I hear my phone. What the fuck? Grab my phone, look at it. It's a Vegas group chat. They just dropped Mayweather McGregor on our fucking weekend. Like, shit, book flights now.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. To fly in Friday and fly out Sunday, which is what everybody wants to do, was like 1,100 in, like 1,300 out. It was a nightmare.
Huge, dude.
So we ended up flying in on Thursday morning and then flying out on Tuesday. I don't know if you've ever been to Vegas. Obviously you have, but 6 days. That's damn near 5-6 days in Vegas.
Yeah, that's tough.
No.
It's a tough stretch.
With the goddamn biggest fight in history in the fucking middle of it. Shit.
That was tough.
That was a weekend, man. So yes, we Uptown Dale, shout out Uptown Dale, has a very good relationship with Joy Taylor. Shout out Joy Taylor. She got us into the Undisputed taping with at the time it was Shannon and Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
And then the next day we went to fucking First Take because Dale has a very good relationship with Stephen A. Smith. So we got to go see the taping. It was Stephen A., Max, and Molly. So for 2 days in a row, we were on TV on different sports screamy shows, just in the background, like because from Mayweather McGregor was in town. It was great. It was fucking awesome. As a McGregor guy, it sucked because I remember the fight happened. Another weird thing in Vegas, you can't buy the pay-per-views of the things that are happening on the Strip in any of the resorts, unless you're on a resort property that is like. So it's happening at T-Mobile.
Yeah,
that's technically an MGM property. So if you're at an MGM property, you can go watch it in the sports bar or whatever. You'll be fine. But if you're at like not a fucking MGM property, they will not sell it to you. Yeah.
You have to go to like a sports bar and
then as you might imagine, every sports bar was booked. We were trying to go way off strip. We were trying to get out of the county.
Everywhere, dude. Even here, I think I was back here for when that fight was happening. Everything was slammed, dude.
It was nuts. So we all ended up watching illegal stream. So we had like 4 laptops going, and every laptop was on a different time. So like 10 seconds ahead, 20 seconds behind, 30 seconds. So when the fight ends, when Mayweather pieces them up in the 11th and they end it, like the bedroom over there knew it first, and then we separated because we were all watching on different streams. We don't fuck it up for it, but we all had money on it. We all had McGregor in the 10th, whatever, blah blah. And I remember 2 things I remember specifically about that night is I bet Connor in the first because I was like, if he's gonna do this, he's gonna catch him with that left early, and it's gonna put him down. I'm like, that's the only chance he has to win. And so I remember Connor fucking slips a jab and he fucking lands that goddamn left. I mean, it's a fucking bomb. It's the bomb that killed Aldo. It's everything. And Floyd walked right through that motherfucker. And I'm like, oh, we're fucked. We are done here. And then after the fight, the boys went out to a club. I think they went to one of the clubs that had a fucking post fight. And I was going to go gamble. So I came down to our hotel room and I'm in the strip right in front of the Millennial Mall there. And I see the fans coming out of T-Mobile Arena, and it literally looked like a fucking orange and green wave of Irish humanity. Like it was coming over the fucking wall, over the goddamn, into the crosswalk, into the street. And I was just like, I'm going back upstairs. Because there's going to be some fucking violence going on here. Because you could not have 2 more fundamentally different fan bases than the fucking money team McGregor fan base and the fucking rowdy fucking Irishman fan base. I was like, I'm going to go upstairs.
That time period was special, bro. All that was going on.
I had to sit up to talk about that. I was excited about that shit. That was a great fucking time.
I had to look it up right now, but August 26, 2017.
Yeah.
Shout out to Shoe Game MD. That's his birthday.
Nice.
August 26th. And
great.
I know that because Steph's birthday is August 27th.
Okay.
So.
I was going to say, that's weird. I was going to be like, what's my birthday?
No, just 10-20.
You got it. You got it. Don't say 8.
OVO.
That's another thing. We can't do that anymore, but I'm OVO.
OVO. August 26, 2017. So I know where we were. And shout out to Marcus, Souls by Sir.
Yeah.
Because he did Conor McGregor's
his boots
for that fight.
And I remember that's
crazy.
A couple of months later, Jazzwares, who does the action figures for AEW and UFC, made a Conor boxing action figure.
Stop.
And the boots, and it was Marcus's design.
Wow.
And I remember shooting the Instagram to Marcus, and he was all fucking super excited. He was like, first of all, am I getting paid for this? Second of all, this is fucking amazing.
Fuck. I hope he got.
I have no idea. That was, again, it was.
If he didn't get paid, I hope he got like the actual
something.
Like the
well, I'm sure Conor broke
action
off,
figure
right?
or something. No. Yeah, facts for that. But I mean the actual action figure that came out, like that'd be dope to have.
And it was a crazy limited edition too. I remember they made like 1,000 pieces of it.
Oh my god,
shattered it.
You said you were here for that.
Yeah, I was living in Vegas, but I was here because I remember where it was.
Okay, so that's exactly where I wanted to get to there.
Let's go.
You were living in Vegas. What years?
well, that's a good reference point. I think it was 2015 to 2017 and a half or 2018. No, definitely 2017.
It was in the guts of when we were going out.
Yeah.
Those were the times.
What's the main driving force that took you over there? Obviously, it had to do with career, nightlife, entertainment,
100% DJing. Well, no, not 100% DJing. It was 70% DJing and 30% I just want to do something different, get out of Miami, and DJing was the vehicle to do that. And at the time, kind of, I don't know if you remember, but like that was when like the beach was kind of falling off, at least on my side of things, where like the Opium Group kind of like dissolved and clubs were closing. Everyone was moving to Wynwood and stuff. But I was like into that nightclub scene of like, I want to DJ the dopest, biggest nightclubs. But I just felt like Miami for me at the time wasn't where I wanted to be. So I wanted to try something different. And I had been traveling to Vegas for a while. I would always go with Conflict. I would always go visit homies out there playing. And there was just something that was drawing me to it. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going to make this move. And yeah, the goal was to try to break into Vegas, try to get as many spots as I could, build relationships, and just see what would happen, really. I didn't know really what I was doing. I went out there with a dollar and a dream. J. Cole.
So everybody in
Cold
Vegas.
world.
Everybody in Vegas, a chip and a chance.
Yeah,
I'm only bringing
chance.
$1,000.
Yeah, literally.
If I lose this, I'll stop.
You know how many times I just lost a quick $50 waiting for someone to go into the club?
Yeah.
Like just sitting there like,
Put
I
it down,
might as
throw
well.
the dice, they roll it away. Perfect. It's like 4 meals right there.
Or you're like, I have 3 singles. I'll just put them in the machine. And then you're like, you know what? I want to fucking put 20.
Give myself a chance with a big roll.
Yeah, nah.
Did you ever experience any of the shittier casinos? A la like the movie Vegas Vacation.
Circus.
Yeah.
Pick a number. We were out there.
R.I.P. Circus. It's the next one to go.
R.I.P.
It's the next one to go.
There was a couple times where either someone was visiting or even there was one time I went with a friend that we both moved there from different places and we're like, yo, let's go check out everything. Like a tourist, but like shit we've never really been in. Like we went to Circus. We went to like the New York, like
fucking just on the strip or anywhere.
Oh, anywhere.
Did you ever go to Sam's Town?
No.
You never went to Sam's
What's
Town?
that?
Really?
It's an the fuck off campus or off strip resort. And me and my boy Chris, shout out Z.E.A.
Shout out.
We were out there one summer. It was a Sunday afternoon, and he's like, and WWE was doing SummerSlam, and we were at a pool party at I want to say Lavo. Yeah, and
Wow.
it was like Vice was fucking DJing.
Yo, shout out Vice.
Yeah, Vice. That's why we were there. I was like, why the fuck would
La
he be there?
Familia.
Fucking Vice was there, and he's like, hey, you want to go see SummerSlam? I'm like, fuck yeah, I do.
Just real quick.
He's like, yeah, just real quick. He's like, they're showing it at a casino. And I'm thinking, all right, fucking we'll walk in or whatever. He's like, no, it's fucking off strip. I'm like, how far? He's like, I don't know. What's 10 minutes? I'm like, I don't know, man. 10 minutes in Miami is not 10 minutes in Vegas. I don't know what the fuck it is. So we jump in a cab. It's way the hell off strip, man. But yeah, it was fun. They had a big auditorium, and before SummerSlam started, WWE started, they had a local independent with a ring, and they were kicking the crap out of each other, and I'm like, this is perfect. And after spending $12 per beer the entire weekend, I walked up to the concession stand, and I ordered nachos and 2 hot dogs and 2 beers and whatever, and the girl was like, $8. And I was like, I ordered all of this. And she was like, yeah, all of this is $8. So I'm like, I love you. So we called everybody we were with at Lavo. We're like, the beer here is $1.50. It's $1.50. Get over here.
There's some dope ass spots off the strip though that like, bro, one of the best comedy shows I've ever seen was a $20 Joey Diaz stand up.
Oh my!
Off strip at I forgot the name of the hotel. It was like South something.
We should call Gus back because that's Joey Diaz is on like his like Mount Rushmore of these
one
like
of the
stand up.
I've laughed, dude. And this is I'm talking about like he knew.
Bill,
okay, I'm
familiar? Joey Diaz?
Yes, I've seen Joey Diaz.
Yes,
Yes.
Perfect.
So this is like off.
Fucking
This is
legend.
off strip. Tickets are like $20. I'm like he's right where you are. This is like they have $5 steak and eggs. On,
He's like working out material.
$2 Tuesdays to watch a movie in this casino. But what
Everything
I'm saying,
you're saying is literally material from his set.
no. But what I'm
Everything you're
saying is
saying.
that he knew, like, all right, bro, like I'm not fucking headlining on the strip. Like I'm in a piece of shit. like we're gonna have fun, and he like had taken shrooms or something, and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing up here, but it's all right. And bro, it was one of the funniest sets I've ever heard.
That's
and
Uncle Joey.
$20, like, because there's like major big time headliners in Vegas all the time.
Yeah, of course.
But we just happened to see that this guy was, and we would listen to him on the podcast, or we're like, yo, we gotta go see this for $20. Bro, it was one of the best, dude.
It's insane when you get off the plane in Vegas and you get in a cab or whatever, Uber or whatever, and you're going to your hotel, and the billboards used to be like the same like 4 or 5 acts.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you want to see Mariah Carey? I'm like, whoa, this has changed. This is not
Carrot Top,
right? Yeah, well, that's the thing. It used to be like Carrot Top, George Wallace. And it's like now Chappelle plays 3 times a week at the fucking Mirage. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
And you can go see you can go see John from John and Kate +8 DJ somewhere too. Like there's a bunch of Penn and Teller. Like, what do you want, dude?
Siegfried and Roy.
Rest in peace.
Oof, tough.
One got eaten by a tiger, the other one just died of sadness. Pure sadness.
From it.
Vegas, man.
Vegas, baby.
Vegas. So, Junior, I'll hip you to this. Dale and I were talking the other day, and I was like, "Hey, man, Vegas?" And he's like, he's like, "I thought you'd never ask." I think it's happening this summer. I think we're firing it back up. We're gonna go fucking chase our fucking childhood. We're gonna have a midlife crisis out in Vegas. Yeah.
I haven't been back since I moved back. I don't know if I could go back.
So where'd you stay at? You stayed, obviously, you didn't live on the Strip, did you?
No. Bros, I don't even remember the neighborhoods anymore. Summerlin was one that I lived in. And then I lived right off now. They had just broke ground when I moved on the Allegiance Stadium. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Allegiant. Yeah, you're right. Where the Raiders play.
Play? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was like right off that exit. And now that's literally a stadium.
Yeah, it's the whole stadium. They just destroyed the Tropicana to put up the A's stadium. The Oakland A's are going to play there now.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Where?
What?
In Tampa?
No, in Vegas.
Tropicana?
The Tropicana Hotel.
Oh.
In Vegas.
Okay. Tropicana Field.
They imploded. They're going to implode that too because it ain't got no damn roof no more.
Exactly that.
Yeah, so they imploded Tropicana so the A's can play there. When we were going out at the height of our going, I think we started going out in like 2009, and we lasted till 19, right before COVID.
I think I came in like year 3.
Mm-hmm. You were during the height of the big 3 when we thought because we worked for the Heat, we'd go to Vegas. We're like, we're the fucking coolest guys here.
I mean,
we fucking went drinking with Joel Anthony one night.
Oh my god! That night, wait, Chappelle was there that night.
Mm-hmm.
Gary Payton, and Joel Anthony
doing something. Right?
The Warden.
Yeah.
Wait. Allen Iverson was there that night.
Yeah. And we got...
It was Lavo.
It was Lavo with Vice.
It was Lavo. Holy shit.
You don't remember the picture of me, you, Santiago, Gauche?
Outside of the booth and
pointing up to the booth.
You guys were fucking...
And fucking... We,
Wow.
And fucking Gauche sees Joel.
Yeah.
And Joel, he's there with whoever he's there with.
Warden.
And he decides he's going to bail, and he fucking comes over to Gauche, and he's like, I got like 4 bottles. I'm not... You guys want them? Yeah. Joel Anthony will take them. Gauche fucking brings all the fucking... He comes back with like 4 bottles of vodka or whatever the fuck.
What are you doing?
Gauche
Joel, back here. Back here, dude. Okay, where? Put it back.
That was crazy. And it was so random, too, because Gauche just happened to be on the damn elevator, and here comes Joel.
Those are the best nights, dude. Yeah, we just got 4 bottles. You want them? And then that starts another night.
Yeah. It was miraculous because
now I've saved money. So now I have the money I was going to spend on alcohol is going to turn into something else extremely stupid.
But you also have the alcohol in your system.
Right. Which helps.
Oh, hell yeah. We got to thank, it was Jimmy Greenup, obviously, his old playing grounds and his old territory in Vegas. He was setting it up for us. And then Vice was playing at Lavo that night. And that's Big Brother, so shout out to Vice.
I was one of the people I was trying to be when I was out there for sure.
Really?
100%.
Honestly, knowing you now, that's a very accurate.
Yeah. That's one of the big goats I looked up to out there.
He is the prototype, like the North Star
100%
of I believe any DJ, but let alone a West Coast Vegas heavy DJ,
like a residency DJ, like a guy who's just like making bones.
Exactly, like a fixture out there because he's Cali, he's LA, he's West Coast, but dude, to be a fixture like that in that world and his determination, because he's been doing it 20 plus years.
He was killing it. And he was out there when that shit was the height of that shit.
Oh,
the
yes.
the DJ AM era, the fucking,
Yes.
when that shit was like really coming off.
cutting his fucking teeth, dude, like just like the iron sharpened iron that I talk about. He was around all of it, and also being a student. He's still a student to this day.
No, yeah,
Like,
bro. Even
That's the thing that
he
fascinates
puts out
me
is
about him, bro.
incredible.
Like he'll play the same energy to 15 people in the crowd and 1,500 in the crowd too. Like same. He'll be DJing the perfect set for a sound check because he's putting in that intention behind it. And then the same thing, they're closing down. Yo, we're closing in 10 minutes. All right. There's still 10 people here. Fucking like,
And he's
we're
the
still
same
doing
way
it.
Yeah,
with
we're
like
gonna give
people.
him
Like
10 minutes.
he wouldn't really know me like that, but he would make sure, even if he didn't know you, yo, like I'm gonna treat you like I treat Junior. You know,
The 2 years that Junior came out with us to our trip,
The
Vice
2 years?
was it how many?
Jesus Christ, man.
it's fucked up.
The old age.
You guys didn't
the
hit
old
me
age.
up?
Here we go again.
It wasn't more than 5, was it?
No, but
So it was-
there's a couple numbers from 2 to 5.
Okay, well, it's,
so.
we're ballparking things. Regardless, we're trying to
Irregardless,
Irregardless.
we were like around 4 or 5.
fucking Vice.
But yes.
just treated all of us like we were the fucking most important people in the planet, introducing us to his wife, who then would also treat us like we were the most important motherfuckers.
Shout
on the
out
planet.
Angela, man.
And we
the queen of it all. There.
We get our signals
lead with
crossed.
Angela.
We get our signals crossed, and we get there early before Junior gets there with maybe with Dale. So we're like the lamest guys in the group, and I'm like, we gotta wait for these guys to get here. And she sees us, and she's like, "Come on!" And we're like, "No, we're waiting for." She's like, "Get your ass up here!" She's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "They'll make it. Whatever. How you guys doing? Are you having fun? Do you want to get really drunk?" I'm like, yes.
Good. Follow me.
Yeah, just an angel. Just a-
Ice and Irie are 2 people that
Oh,
I was just
come
gonna
on, bro.
say,
really
man.
really
Come
good
on.
at that. And that was a skill I never had, bro. Like, and I would see them. And
Those
I'm
those
like,
are 2 guys that have a key under the mat for each other, coast to coast.
yeah,
pretty much, because the same shit. Irie goes over there where he's rooted here, but then Vice comes here,
yeah,
and same thing, because now I think it's only Liv and 11
yeah.
that he's like heavy, but before everything that was happening, he's checking everything off. But yeah, sorry, continue on Irie there. Sorry.
No, yeah, that like they have a skill of like just having that energy to have the same energy with everyone, and then they fucking cross country flying, gig here, day gig here, pool, 5-hour shift here, drinking shots, this, that, and like, yo, I remember your name, and like, yo, how you doing? And everyone good? I love you, brother.
Irie leads the league in making you feel like the most important person in the goddamn.
Yeah, man.
He like I used to watch him do that shit when he was the main Heat DJ. It was unbelievable. I couldn't remember people I worked with the Heat for 10 years. And this dude was meeting fans who he had met for 37 seconds at a fucking fundraiser 2 or 3 weeks earlier, and he was asking about their cat. I was like, how in the hell?
That's a skill, dude.
It's just a real skill, man. It was amazing.
Yo,
Yeah, shout out Irie. That afternoon at Wet Republic with Irie, man.
Irie.
We flew out Thursday night, went to Tao Thursday night, and then woke up to go see. And Irie was like, "Can you guys do me a favor and get in early? Because I don't want to have to like hustle you in when the group is in." So we were like, "Hell yeah, early! What time does it start?" And they were like, "I don't know, fucking noon." So we were there at 11. And they walked us in, and we were the only literally the 4 of us. And Irie's just fucking, or it wasn't Irie, it was Caston got us in. Shout out Jason Caston. But
the Castinator.
whoever DJ or Irie's warm up guy was fucking playing to the 4 of us on the side. We're like, "We'll drink vodka."
Yeah, anytime
What a
Irie
day.
would come into town and play, I would just automatically go
Yeah.
to rep the home team.
That's a easy yes.
We saw Irie at
Check it out.
Omnia,
Wow.
and I had never been in more pain in my entire life. You ever have your entire bone structure rattled by a nightclub?
That place is overwhelming.
Well, that's what's nuts. Shout out to Pat. Pat was Pat's at Live now. He was at Omnia at that time, and he was at Live before that. That's why he looked out for us. But he gave us the tour
Yeah.
at Omnia. It was the first year that it opened.
Junior loves a story about me.
Bro, it's hilarious to me because Pat's like walking us around. At this point, I think it was like 4 or 5 of us. It wasn't a big group for that.
Omnia
Not
had been
the walk
open.
around.
Omnia had been open for 5 minutes. Not that night. overall. Like it had been, this guy's giving us a tour of the newest, hottest club on the strip. It's like nobody could get into this joint.
It's a spaceship that landed here on the strip, and
Really?
he's giving us this tour. And I think Billy was walking like people that they're scared of heights, and they're just like up against the wall and shit.
Just
What happened?
Like he was literally like a fucking Roomba. That was the intensity of that. And then again, we said Las Vegas is Las Vegas's newest, hottest nightclub. You know, like
the fucking thing comes down.
Oh, yeah.
And I just was like, I can't stay here. I have to get out of here. And I just left.
And
I didn't tell anybody. I just
It's
fucking left.
intimidating.
he pump faked a couple times, and we're like, somebody needs to check on Bill. You good? Yeah.
We went out on the balcony.
By a garbage can, like just.
He showed us the view on the balcony, and I was like, "This is nice. Can we stay out here?" And of course, you guys were like, "We got to be in it." I'm like, "Are you fucking sure? Because look, look at everything here."
That's a great club, man.
I'm going back thinking about this now. We've gotten a tour. We did the Tao tour, which Tao wasn't new, but they gave us the like super over the top tour of Tao. And then the first two new ones, it was Omnia, and Dre's.
Yes,
Dre's, you were there when it opened?
Dre's.
Yeah,
And that was with shout out Leo.
Dre's is in,
Leo walked us around.
Dre's in Cosmo.
That I don't know.
No, that's in the Cromwell.
Yes,
Cromwell?
yes,
Cromwell. Yes.
That I do know.
I remember because that's a walk. Because that's a walk from where we stay.
yes.
And it was like we could just walk there. You have to
Dre's.
cross over. You have
Did
to
you go
cross
to the
over Vegas
after
twice.
No, but that's what they showed us outside and everything too. We weren't there. We were with Mr. Mauricio,
Wow, shout out.
and another year we were with Politic. So
Wow, shout out.
shout out both the homies. Politic being West Coast and Mauricio being hometown. So
Yeah.
it's funny how that shit, like, we have an incredible dynamic. I mean, you can probably speak more on that, like the people that are involved. It's less, at least when it comes to club, nightlife, entertainment. When I see more East Coast, West Coast than New York, Miami.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think
Even though I see more New York, Miami, and everything else,
yeah.
but when it comes to specifically those things,
I think it's just the DJs that came up in that certain era of AM and after what preceded all that. They're just like been around and grandfathered in. That it was mainly always the West Coast, but then there's just so many dope Miami DJs too that were able to get over there. And Miami was, like you were saying, a hot spot that they would all come down. So like naturally you start, I'm sure they like heard all these dope DJs like, yo, like you guys need to be over there, and then it would just trickle down. But like I think New York's just a whole different like market of like, it's not Miami and Vegas mega nightclub party.
What's the club scene? Is there a club scene in New York?
I don't know.
Like,
I heard
is the
it's-
meatpacking district still a thing?
Yeah, I was never really a New York type of.
I think they have their couple spots, right? And then
I apologize, dear listener. I keep sniffing into the microphone. I keep pulling the mic into my face to sniff. And like I want to do the opposite. And
New
my
York
brain
has
doesn't work.
super
Very
dope,
Miami of
like
you.
hole in the wall spots that like I DJ'd at, like that I don't even remember the name. Like you would probably never know the spot, but it was like super sick. But it used to have like just a bunch of those.
One Oak, 10 June.
Well, One Oak is like
no, One Oak. Yeah,
I'm just thinking of Jay-Z
huge,
songs.
Big chain.
I'm
Come
just
on,
thinking
bro.
of Jay-Z songs. I
What
don't know.
was the
man.
second one you said? One Oak after?
10 June.
Oh,
10 June was the nightclub we went to the year me, Dale, and C.A. and Howard Goldberg, Dr. Howard Goldberg, went up to watch the Heat and the Knicks in the Garden.
Howard.
And
ouch.
then Dale wanted to go to a club in New York, so we ended up in the meatpacking district, and we were outside of this club called 10 June, which I had never heard of, and Michael Phelps walked out. That was cool.
There you go.
And and they were like, we're full up, and Dale was not going to be denied in his 2 nights in New York City, So the guy Dale just daled it and fucking got the owner, and all of a sudden they were moving boxes out of the way of a storage unit and putting tables down, and the 4 Miami guys got the fucking rage in the middle of New York City.
Classic.
In 10 June.
And it was in a place called 10 June, which I thought was cool, but then I talked to some New York people and they're like, I was like, Michael Phelps was there.
I used
Fuck
to
do you know?
One Oak in Vegas was my favorite nightclub for sure.
Okay.
Because
You played there too or no?
I did.
You played there too?
I played there too. Had a couple gigs there. I was very fortunate. It was one of my favorite ones because it was like a smaller room compared to all the other ones, and the flow of it was like they had a GA in the middle, right in front of the booth, but then like they had this cool walkway that you could travel around without interrupting the flow, but then you could jump in at any time and then jump out at any time. So
I do like that.
Where was it? Where was it?
The Mirage.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it closed.
That was your favorite place in Vegas?
That I DJ'd? Yeah, for sure.
And was it one off, or was it a residency, or
It was I mean, I wouldn't call it a residency, but I kind of got in there, and then they liked me, and then I was
a friend? You became a friend of the club the same way a friend of the show, a friend of the,
Yeah, no, it's just my homies DJ'd there a lot. Shout out Kid Conrad. We became really good friends, and then just because, like it happens, you're always around, you become cool with everyone at the club, and then they find out you're a DJ, then you start DJing other places, and they're like, yo, you should come DJ here, and then you do a good job, and they ask you back.
And you being such a creative and talking about this scene specifically, how was that scene first musically, DJ, and like just creatively?
It was totally different than Miami, bro. And I think I had trouble in the beginning because in Miami we were used to like 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. no problem, and like you're holding your load till 1:30 because like no one's at the club at 11, no one's at the club at 12. Like literally it's like 0 and then 500 people.
Yep.
So like we were trained to
pull the rope away from the pen, and here comes the
so we were always been trained to like go all night and late start, late finish. But Vegas, everybody's ready to fucking party as soon as they walk in. They're Bill and Dale like 4 bottles deep, but like at 10 o'clock pre-gaming at the hotel with all the boys or the bachelorette parties. So I had to like get accustomed to that.
I've got a table at Rain to see a fucking guy who did 5 a.m. to like come with ATK or something or some shit, whatever. And we were fucking stayed there a little bitter. Goddamn, man. It was 6 o'clock in the morning when they kicked us out. It was crazy.
Because you got to like, I was like holding back, but you can't hold back. People are there to party at 10:30. So that was like an adjustment I had to make.
I love that. You got to
music.
time your load.
Yeah, bro. And then I would always be scared because I wanted to be when you're an opener, you don't want to like. I had respect for the headliner, so I was like very cautious.
So that was the majority of your role out there.
What are you playing? I won't play it. What are you playing?
But it's hard when it's 11 and it's slammed.
Oh, obviously.
And I'm used to like 11 p.m. I'm not touching nothing.
You're tempted as fuck.
Yeah, and I'm out there fucking from Miami, and I'm like, this is my moment. I'm gonna show you how the Miami boys do it. But
the only fucking town in the world where it's better than this one. We're gonna do it.
But it was the opposite. It was like, yo, fucking go ahead, dude. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you playing this? Like, why are you playing this weak shit? I was about to say something else. Like, why are you playing this weak shit at fucking 10:30? And then I saw like after a couple times, after like being there for a while and being like always out, I kind of caught what the vibe was. And Miami was a little more like, it was like sexy, selective, like especially at that time. Like I remember like hearing Deuce or Ruin open up at Live, and it was just like vibes at like 11. But like everyone's moving, but it's chill. But you can't do that in Vegas. No one's trying to vibe. And like let me
on a full rage.
Yeah. So you gotta play like.
They really are. Yeah. They really are. We just got a fucking steak. It's a bachelor party. We're going to go right now.
Like that sexy indie new disco track you picked up to play at Louis Lounge at 12 a.m.
Save it for your car ride.
Yeah, no one cares. At the club. Like they want to hear 50 Cent. It's my birthday at 10 p.m., man.
and shout outs happening as soon as you walk in.
So like that was
Shout out Hector Zea, happy birthday! Oh, no. Yo, any Scorpios in the building? Shout out! You celebrate a birthday?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and
that's where I want to be.
And the West Coast was that's like I got like forced by fire, like getting accustomed to the microphone because out there you have to use it. It's not like a choice. And I was like not comfortable with that, but you have to learn.
Shout out the specials. Shout out the specials.
Yeah, bro.
Go straight to them.
Because in Vegas, like shouting out people, tables, birthdays is huge. Like it's part of the night.
Oh no, facts. That's the thing that trickled over to this side, actually.
Yeah, because in Miami it was kind of like frowned upon to use the mic for a little bit there. Like it wasn't cool. So, but when I went out there, I was like, oh shit, like there's a science to this. And like these guys are really good at it.
Shout out to Stacy. It's her bachelor party. Shout out Stacy.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's that fucking what's her name? Kesha song you ordered.
Even knowing to like pull the mic away just as you're screaming.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like I had to learn that because I was like
Intense as fuck. Happy birthday. There's no engineer and you're like, happy birthday.
and it just looks cooler when you're like,
Yeah. And you kind of like pointed to them too. So you're in the whole thing.
It's a whole thing, bro.
It's the whole thing.
And
the thing is that.
And the nightlife culture is totally different. Like everyone actually, when you go out, you like go join tables. You go meet the people from the other club.
It's networking events.
Yeah.
Every single meetup is a networking
and it's
event.
known. It's cool. Like come to my club that you don't work at, and like we'll all hang out because you're not working, and I'm gonna take because it's a hospitality town, so everyone's taking care of each other.
It's industry night
Every
at
night.
every place, every night. Because here they have industry night. That's
But you
just
can't
industry night, but there's a select amount of places that
you
are.
can't go.
It's industry night, but you're in the industry. Nah, fam.
Which is kind of crazy now when I think back. Like, oh yeah, I can't go into that club. What, bro?
Can't even be seen
I
there.
could like literally walk wherever I want. What are we talking about?
I'm free to go wherever, dog.
But at the time, I believed that. Like, nah, I can't go in there, man. It's not a good look.
Where were your favorite places to party out there when you were out there?
One Oak for sure. Even when I wasn't DJing, I loved Hyde. Just loved the booth they had there. Light. Loved Light, bro, because that was like a mega club, and the booth there.
Light Blue are fucking. I don't think you went.
I've never been there.
Because so backstory to the Vegas trips. Billy goes out one night, one pool party. That's what you get.
That's right.
We'll be there 3 nights, 4 nights.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm throwing dice.
Every once in a while, you might get 2 nights or 2 pool parties.
Depends on if the throwing
but that's
dice.
it.
If the throwing dice is going well.
And it depends how the dice throwing went.
If the throwing dice is going well.
Like when he discovered that there's an ESPN, whatever the fuck happening on the strip, like ESPN store or whatever.
No, ESPN Zone used to be in the, I don't know. It was in, might have been in New York. Anyway, around that area, which is now the MGM.
It was in Vegas.
The MGM area.
That's the whole thing. It was in Vegas and it just like captured this guy.
By the hockey arena.
Where at?
So Friday night, you guys would go to a club, and that's when I would do most of my gambling. And then Saturday would be a pool party, and then Saturday night would be a club, and I would go out. And then Sunday, you guys would still be going. And on Sunday, I was just like, let's go home. I'm out of all my money. So, but anyway, yeah, I'd never been to Light Blue or whatever.
Yeah, so that was Matty Salazar.
Matty Salazar, shout out.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he used
For
to
real?
work at One Oak.
Matty Salazar is like the other fam.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he probably doesn't remember me, but I definitely remember him.
maybe, especially after this episode of the 3 List. But for sure, that's fam. Matty Miera was Vice's manager, then became Cascade's manager, and that's where you met him, Bill. You met him at Tao. I think it was like the first or second year that we went.
I'm not going to say I remember him, but I remember Tao.
Santi.
Yeah, that's when I met Santi. I didn't know Santi before that trip. I didn't know Santi before that Vegas trip.
Holy shit.
I remember that whole week. He had either just started working with the Heat or was about to start working with the Heat.
Shout out to Santi.
Yeah.
You know what? We might be able to have Santi on the show finally.
Bullshit.
In a new like
in like a roundabout way,
in like a pop-up type of crossover. Okay. Like we do a breathing and meditation and tennis pop-up episode or something.
Okay.
We have him on as like a correspondent.
I want to have him on just so him and I can talk about Eminem lyrics for fucking 2.5 hours. Just bore the world to tears.
He's gonna blow your fucking
line by line with Rap God. Here we go.
He's gonna blow your mind. Santi, absolute legend. Shout out Santi Echevarria, the original Chiflado. Shout out Tennis Plaza. Shout out T Fit. Shout out to the Key Rats, the fam. You mentioned opener.
Yes.
Best experience out there. Opening for whoever that in turn was like a great night because you had a great opening set. Whoever you were opening for appreciated it, or the crowd did, and then the headliner per se carried on the baton of everything that you just set off. And then it was one of those nights that you're able to kind of see like your baby take off and those like full motion things. I asked that because you mentioned Deuce, you mentioned Ruin, and then we have Madness for house nights when it was Live, Dave Soul at Story. And there were those nights. You know, like,
yeah. And
Deuce, you can talk to Deuce and be like, yo, these couple nights here that it was just fucking money. I don't know if it's a One Oak, because right now I'm asking specifically in Vegas.
I think there was two.
Okay.
Because for two different reasons, but I think one of them for sure was the first time I played at Hyde in Las Vegas in the Bellagio. But that one was special because I finally got, that one was the one I was like trying to get into because Conflict had a residency there. So like that was, you know, the Miami homie that I would always go visit when he played there. We'd always go out there. And then I'm finally living there, so I'm meeting everyone. I'm trying to get in. And I finally get the shot, and I'm pretty sure I was opening for him. So it was the two Miami boys in Vegas. And so that one was special because it was like he helped me get in there. I worked my ass off to get in there.
So much fucking reggaeton. They had no idea what was coming.
But it was kind of like a full circle, like, yo, we're fucking out here. He was out there like a lot at that time. So it was cool to like, yo, one of my first gigs in Vegas is like with the Miami homie. And we kind of like mini takeover, not official, but like to us it was like, oh, Miami in the building, you know. And then the second one was at One Oak because that one was like kind of the first one where somebody hit me up like, hey, I want you to play here. Like, I want to give you this opportunity. It wasn't like, I mean, I was trying to get in there because I love the club, but it wasn't like me asking for favors, me trying to, how can I wiggle my way in here? It was someone like, yo, you're dope.
Yeah, they approached you.
Like, I want you to open here. And then that night was just like fucking, it was just like perfect. I got the video and I was playing, actually opened for Neva, rest in peace. That was super dope, like hearing him DJ at the time there. And he was super nice with me, and he told me I had a great set, and then we were just drinking. And then after that night, I fucking killed it. Then I went to the after party, Dre's after hour. It was just like, I was like, I'm doing it.
Right. I was going to say, you like, fucking feel like somebody.
Yeah,
like, I did it. Look at me.
I walk in with my bag and like, say what's up to all the other DJ homies. I'm like, oh, I'm like part of the community here, man.
I made it.
This is it. I made it.
And then like I woke up the next night, the next day and didn't remember anything. And I was like, oh yeah, this is a problem.
Oh shit, is this my life now?
Exactly. It was like, I did it, but oh shit.
Oh no. What have I done? At what cost? At what cost?
Like woke up with my shoes on my bed, like, oh, Vegas, baby, Vegas.
It's like a nonstop cramp. It was like, I'll never be more hydrated.
Try to do that shit again.
Yeah, right.
Over and over.
You've got 4 hours. Do it again.
Yeah, bro. Literally. Man.
All right, Junior. Interstellar ended.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
The longest movie of all time.
The last 10 minutes.
I don't know.
The last 10 minutes of Interstellar is very fucking. It's not sad, but it's very emotional. It's a very fucking like, you're like, oh, Aw.
is.
The whole film is just like, aw.
At least I saw the crying scene.
That's
God.
God.
It's the only one you gotta watch.
Anything else is just acting, brother.
Wow.
Literally.
Do we have Disney Plus on this?
Yeah.
What?
No, you know what? I've lost access to all of my Disney Plus actually.
Oh, damn.
What were you gonna put?
Johnny Tsunami? Are you kidding me? That's you came in sprinkling that.
That
well-
would have been it.
Well, I know it's been a long time since we've done an episode, but Junior, when the first movie ends, Zay, you got to give us your top 5 movies of all time, my friend. I'm gonna put you on the spot or anything, but
Welcome
actually,
to the 3 List.
I was just talking about this with Paul, so it's fresh in my mind.
all right.
But on
And Paul.
Welcome to the 3 List, by the way.
Paul has like a library
yeah,
filled of a top, like, this is
And
He's got a library of a top 5.
and he
Bill,
70 or
this is
80 top
nuts.
5s.
Bill, it's nuts.
he agreed with me, so I knew it was the right one.
Okay, Cisco and Ebert, 2 thumbs up. Chef Polly.
On the comedy, this is probably my top 3, maybe number 1. I like to categorize my movies of how many times I watch them because that's obviously means
Means you like him.
I like them.
Right.
And I've seen this movie like 5-6 times, and every time it's like, bro, how did this has never been done? It's like hilarious from start to finish, like a pure original cast, crazy. Guess which one?
There's a lot of movies, man.
I'm just a dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Oh, Tropic Thunder.
Tropic
Fantastic. We have watched Tropic Thunder here in the stew.
Tropic Thunder.
I
Shout out
love
Robert
that. That
Downey
was
Jr.
I watched
Ben
that
Stiller,
in the
Jack
theater.
Black.
And when those
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Booty Sweat.
Booty Sweat.
But did you watch it in the theater?
Brandon T.
Yeah.
Jackson.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know how it starts with the fake
With the
preview?
fake, it happens on the streamers.
all
now, too.
fake.
Yeah, but that's crazy to see in the theater because you're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Exploder.
oh, this is the movie.
First time Exploder. Now it's Exploder 2.
Now the Robert Downey Jr. one is crazy with Tobey Maguire.
With the priests.
They're all crazy.
When they
They're all
when they
fucking
hold
crazy.
when they hold hands with the prayer beads,
With the
the rosary, bro.
Bro, literally off the rib, you can't do none of that, dude.
No.
Simple Jack.
The movie's unbelievable.
No.
My buddy for the longest time had a poster of Simple Jack up in the guest bathroom.
You never go full real.
Yeah, that was it. It's just like he put it up early and it was funny and then it became problematic. It's like you gotta take that down. People are trying to pee. They don't want to be offended.
Tropic Thunder.
He's so fucking good, man. Tom Cruise in the goddamn role of a lifetime.
man.
And Matthew McConaughey.
I will eat your
Yep,
face.
and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
True.
hell
Holy
yeah, man.
Those
shit.
2 roles were fucking.
I fucking knocked it. They gave me $16 million for that. I knocked it out in 35 hours. Non-stop shoot. They were like, we can take a break. I was like, fuck your break. I'll finish this now.
You need to get him direct TV. Not working.
It's awesome. All right, you got 2 more, or excuse me, you got 4 more. Stop. I'm doing a thing. You got 4 more or 3 more, considering probably Interstellar is probably in your top 5. But go ahead. You got 4 more.
True.
Right, yeah. Interstellar is definitely up there. So that's 2.
Interstellar on the list.
That's goddamn 2 fucking McConaughey movies, man. I know where this is
not
headed.
in any order, but
I know where this is headed, man.
for sure in there is Goodfellas.
Good
Shit.
fellas.
Shit, man, I ain't in that one, but I wanted it. I wanted it bad, but Scorsese, he couldn't.
You want to know who auditioned?
He
for
he
Goodfellas?
couldn't get past my.
But I kept saying good fellers, and they didn't let me in.
You know what? I almost got
Goodfellas.
the role of like Fat Tony, but I couldn't slice the garlic thin enough on camera. Scorsese was like, "Get this country boy out of here."
I'm trying to think.
Pissed off.
Those last 2 could be. There's so many options.
You got 3.
There's so many options.
So make sure I can work McConaughey. Make sure I can work McConaughey in every choice you make.
We need that.
What?
Just
We
make
need
sure I can.
McConaughey.
Just make sure I can work McConaughey in anything you pick.
6 degree or 1 degree of Matthew McConaughey. We need it.
Did you see Flat with Denzel?
Did you see that Buick commercial?
I auditioned. You know what?
Movie,
Junior, I want you to pay attention to me. Well, my man thinks. Did you see Flat with Denzel, where he's the drunk pilot?
That's not the Sully one, right? The
No,
Sully
that's a
burger?
white guy. This is a black
Oh
guy.
yeah, yeah.
You know what role
They're
I auditioned for?
drinking,
In fucking Flight.
What was that?
I auditioned to be the fucking
Shut up. Shut up.
If I was a comedic professional, I wouldn't have fucking stepped on the joke, but I auditioned to be the fucking plane, man.
They wanted a 737. You're a 757, brother.
Goddamn.
Damn.
I had just come in from Austin because we had just beat Oklahoma the day before.
Obviously.
And I was on fucking cloud 10. Hook 'em. I was on cloud fucking 10. You know how they say cloud 9?
I'm past that.
Cloud 10, brother.
I'm past that. The Temptations were on cloud 9 too.
This is the stupidest fucking podcast that nobody ever listens to, and I give you gold.
Number one. Number one podcast. Not number one in Zea's top 5 favorite movies of all time, but the number one podcast that not get listened
honestly,
to.
Junior, I didn't even know I could do a McConaughey before tonight. Now I'm fucking the best at it.
Best I ever heard.
Top 5.
Top 5 McConaughey's I've ever heard.
You just kind of got to end every sentence like you're asking a question.
Oh, you know what? I got one. Dude.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
I got one.
The fucking plane.
I'm gonna put The Dark Knight in there.
Oh, god damn. I'm not in that one either, but I wanted it bad.
Yeah, you were going for the Batman, 100%.
Actually, I was trying to be the Joker.
Yeah.
I can see that. All right.
Actually, I was trying to be Two-Face.
And here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God. I don't want to kill you. I need you. You complete me.
I don't know.
Don't do that now. Is that 5?
No, we all more.
No, uno más.
Oh man.
Interstellar.
What are we
We
like?
got Interstellar. We got Tropic Thunder. We got
I'm just kind of flicking around here on Peacock. If you see something you want to watch, let's fucking
what
do it.
else?
Probably not Guys and Dolls.
Goodfellas.
And
The Dark Knight.
so yes, uno más.
So
Uno
now
más.
you can kind of see how my brain works there. So I need a serious drama.
More serious than
mean-
The Dark Knight, brother? Damn.
Yeah. But I'm trying to
Show movie broke my heart.
Damn right.
There's so many, dude. So many movies.
Plethora.
There are so many movies.
I feel like top 5 of
Infinite.
movies is something like you should always have on your notes or your phone because like
It's something I stress about.
it's something like
It's something I'm like, if somebody asks me, I have to
Yeah,
have a good top 5 or they're going to think I'm an
100%.
asshole. Yeah.
or like at least know 5
Right. Just off rip. It's like your favorite song. Like it's so important. Like
gonna judge me.
People are going to judge you flat out. Like, what's your favorite song? I'm just like, In Here Tonight. Leave me alone.
That's why I'm trying to base it on movies I know I've seen a million times.
Yeah, it's also got to be one of those too that like you can back up
Yeah.
because then
I
you
literally
say like, "Hey, I love this movie."
Nah, yeah.
Oh, what about the part when this happened? You're like, "Yeah,
Whoops.
that was awesome."
What about that part?
I didn't recognize you with the beard.
Oh,
bro.
Hey, man. Oh, I've seen that one. That's the one with the guy from The Thing. I've seen that.
I wrote a paper in college on Goodfellas, so I know that movie.
In Individual and Society at FIU.
On film studies.
Oh, whoa! Excuse me,
I have a certificate in film studies.
Latino Tarantino over here. Exclusive
Zeatino.
Did they call it humanities? I took a film course in high school. They called it humanities. I was very confused. I'm like, what? Just call it movies. Taking movies. Unfortunately, Roadhouse is not on Peacock. I'm pissed.
Oh, Roadhouse.
We were gonna watch Roadhouse.
I wrote.
What about They Live?
It's not on Peacock.
It's not anymore.
I don't know. I think number 5 is just interchangeable at all times.
I've never seen that.
Oh,
one.
is that the sequel to Interstellar?
Inception. That's up there. Not top 5, but it's up there. You mustn't be afraid to dream a little bigger, darling.
It is an impression night on the fucking
Shout out to
trailers.
my jiu-jitsu brother, Tom Hardy.
Absolutely killing it.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy played
Dog
Bane in fucking The Dark Knight Rises.
I was
Born into it. Really adopted it.
Dog lover and Steph's man crush every day. Tom Hardy.
That guy's on my algorithm
dropping.
heavy.
That was an episode of Entourage. The girl met Vinny Chase and he was on her Paul Pass list.
Yep.
So she fucked him.
Yep. Was that
ridiculous? That was a ridiculous TV show.
Leighton Meester? Was that?
Was it Leighton Meester? It might have been.
Right?
I think it might have been. I didn't recognize her at the time, but now that you say it, yeah, that's probably Leighton Meester. Holy shit!
And she was going on her Virgin tour or whatever.
No. Okay, so Leighton Meester is the pop star. No, this is just a random girl that Vince meets in a bookstore because he's bummed because Queens Boulevard gets hacked to pieces by the studio,
yes.
and he's just wandering around Sunset, and a girl is like, don't look at the tabloids because there's paparazzi out there, and they're gonna see you looking at your own tabloid, and they're gonna think something about you.
I am Queens Boulevard.
I am Queens Boulevard.
Hector Zea,
yes.
question. Sorry, we just spouted out Entourage a handful of times already. Entourage is a show, or was a show that was on HBO.
Oh, okay.
Familiar?
Yeah, I actually had a poster of those 5 gentlemen.
Excuse me.
On my bedroom for quite a while.
Less, say
I know
more.
what poster you're talking about.
And it said, maybe you can have it all.
Wow.
Ours. And you know where that was? Next to my DJ equipment.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So imagine that.
Vinny and the Chasers.
So you've just always had an infestation of manifestation in your life somehow.
You had to ask Roby when he started acting. I wish I could find it. I probably could still find it. But back in my early Photoshop days, you know that billboard? I think it's like season 1 where it's Vinny. They made like a billboard of the guys or whatever. I like Photoshop Robbie into Vinny, and then I put me on E, and then I put like I don't even remember who else. Some of our other buddies on the other guys. It's like, we're gonna do it.
Yo,
Maybe we can have it all.
That is the dream. The thing is, when you watch it on a rewatch and you just grind through it,
Oh yeah.
you realize that it's like, oh, every episode's the same. Vinny fucked up or E fucked up. They're gonna lose the movie. The movie's back on. Wait,
No, and then
Gyllenhaal wants the movie. Shit,
like
the movie's gone.
my favorite is like at the end they're like, hey, it's always gonna work out. though,
Yeah, you know,
right? Doesn't it always work out?
it
Lee?
always works out. That's why seasons like 4 and 5 are just utter tripe. Because it's like, now Turtle's a fucking successful music manager. And Drama's got the biggest hit on NBC.
But what was it? Medellin?
Medellin.
Oh, bro,
They
Billy
chased
Walsh.
Medellin for 2 years, and Billy Walsh fucked it up.
That's a great season.
Because
too.
Billy Walsh falls in love with Sofia Vergara.
Return of the Mac.
So random.
Opening
my
scene.
God.
Yeah. Yes.
That's the other thing about that fucking show.
I renamed that song.
I'm gonna go back to something that Billy posted on his story that he's gonna tell a story about, because that's the alley I'm gonna throw him now. But the soundtrack or the scoring, the combination of both in Entourage, out of this world. I found one of my favorite bands, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because If I Ever Feel Better, that song.
And they just nailed the timing of it.
It ended an episode, and it was just like this, like,
And
what the fuck just happened this episode?
I forgot his name, but he has he had a podcast with Pharrell that he was the music producer.
Oh, no idea. I was gonna say Doug Ellen, but that's the
Doug
creator
Ellen.
of it. But sorry.
Yeah.
I tried to listen to that podcast. The last time I did a rewatch of Entourage, it's called Victory. Victory, the podcast. And I was just like, damn, these guys aren't likable. Fuck.
Yeah, no.
It's too bad.
Awesome.
Is Piven on this episode? Oh, no Piven? Not listening to this one.
Three-less is way better.
In the beginning, it was awesome because they just came out with it. You're like, oh, sweet. Like, now I'm just
I'm excited to hear from these guys.
And
yeah.
they were going episode by episode. It was sick, but then it just turned into like a podcast. And it's like, I just want to hear about Entourage.
Yeah. Guys, I don't care about your politics. I really don't. Please just tell me about the
How did you write this scene?
right. Tell me about what it was like to film a fake movie. Like how did poor Adrian Grenier deal with the fat suit? I want to know.
Yeah.
What happened to Adrian Grenier? Does anybody know?
No
Is he okay?
idea.
All green.
What was
He lives on a farm.
The Entourage movie and The Devil Wears Prada?
That's right. He's in Devil Wears Prada.
Were like the last two things that I remember seeing him in.
If The Devil Wears Prada and Adam Eve wear nada, I'm in between, but way more fresher.
Oh man, I missed the old Kanye.
Bars.
What did you just recently have on your story,
Gleefully
Mr. Bill?
hailed Kanye. What? What?
Recently on your story, what did you have?
I mean, the last 48 hours, you guys don't want to talk about that. So you want me to talk about something else?
The last 24 hours, I'm trying
Belly.
to remember.
Belly.
Yeah. That was the transition that I was going there for, because we're talking about
Back to life.
Exactly.
soundtracks,
Find the
scores, everything. Bill, what happened in this movie?
Find the Belly version of Back to Life, Back to Reality on any streaming service. Can't do it. You have to go to YouTube. It's the only place it exists. You can get a version that DJ Clue did with Mary J. Blige, which also has the acapella intro, but Clue is shouting over it the entire time. Shut the fuck up, Clue.
I think I might have that in my laptop.
Really? God, it's so good. So that's what we were discussing. I was joking about after the election. I was just like, this is how I'm fucking looking at everybody the rest of the next 4 years. Like, I'm judging people, and I'm Nas and DMX walking through the fucking club with my glowing blue eyes. I'm just like, what the fuck did you do? So I'm judging people, and somebody was like, what is that from? And I had to, I work with kids, so my socials have to be sort of fucking PG-13. And so when you clip that scene, there's titties in there. They're walking into the titty bar, so there's titties in there. So I had to take that shit down, and somebody jumped, and they were like, what was that? I was like, he was a younger kid. I was like, it's Belly. He goes, what is that? I go, it's a movie. A music video director, Hype Williams, directed it back in the late 90s, and DMX and Nas and Method Man and a couple other rappers, T-Boz, they're in it. And he's like, is it good? I was like, no. He's like, no, I'm good. Thank you.
No, I'm good.
He's like, is it good? I'm like, no. He's like, then why do you love it? I'm like, oh, you have to see it. He's like, you just said it was bad. I'm like, yeah. It's fucking terrible, but it's really, you got to see it.
It was just dope that, like, in the 90s, the rappers were like, yeah, no, we're just going to all make movies.
I'm an actor now. Look at me.
Not?
Look at me. I'm an actor.
Like, Paid in Full. Like,
yeah, all that shit.
That shit was
especially
awesome,
DMX. Man. DMX made like 7 movies.
Oh, yeah. No, bad. He was like an actor.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the one with Jet Li?
It's the one with Aaliyah, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, and Aaliyah.
Romeo Must Die. Yeah.
Classic. That's my 5.
Perfect. Fantastic. No, the thing about Belly is, and if you're a younger listener and you've also never seen Belly, Belly has if you were a late 90s hip hop white boy and the first time you saw the trailer for Belly, you were like, this is gonna be the greatest day of my life. And Belly comes out, and you all gather up with all your other hip hop white boy friends, and you go to the movie theater, and you're fucking ready for Belly. And the opening scene is the greatest 7 minutes in cinematic history. Yeah. Like it cannot be touched. It is, like I said earlier, the acapella version of Back to Life, Back to Reality by Soul to Soul. And Nas and DMX and their buddy, who I think might be Cormega from The Firm, walks in. Can we help you? And walks in. They walk into a strip club that they're gonna knock over because they're professional thieves or whatever. And here it comes. Junior's playing it here. And we'll probably get the podcast flagged for this, but whatever. And they walk in, and the way Hype Williams shoots it, because he's one of the greatest visual directors of all time, is he's got them wearing blue contacts in a black light room. And you can see their eyes glowing as they're like scoping the place out. And then they do they go to the bathrooms. That's where the guns are stashed. And they get their guns and they fucking shoot the place up. And oh man, this song. And it's awesome. It's not even 7 minutes, I don't think. It's maybe like 3 or 4. And they get away, and then they go back to DMX's house, and the film fucking flies off a cliff. It's fucking terrible after that. They wasted so much money shooting the opening scene that they couldn't shoot the final scene, which is Nas and T-Boz go to Africa to get away from all the violence in New York City. And somewhere along the line, DMX meets somebody who's supposed to be Louis Farrakhan, and Louis Farrakhan, analogy. What's the word I'm looking for? Analogy, whatever. Fuck. The character who's supposed to be Louis Farrakhan does a 7-minute monologue on being a black man in America, which there's not a stitch of untruth in it, but I just don't want to see this in this movie right now. Please, why are we doing this? So yeah, I highly recommend you piss off a night and go watch 95 minutes worth of Belly. It's fucking terrible, but you're gonna enjoy the shit out of the first 5 minutes and then survive.
It's worth it.
The rest of it. There are moments though when they go to Jamaica and they meet Lennox. We have the Russ. I can't do a Jamaican accent; it's racist. But it was like
call Gus back and tell him to do an Irish accent. It'll come out perfect.
It has its moments, but it's too long. Yeah, the story is nonsensical.
One of those you just gotta watch.
But it looks incredible.
It's one long music video.
That's what I was gonna say.
Method Man is fucking great in it. Yeah.
Shout out to Meth though.
Yeah.
Across the board, like Method Man.
Oh, this is so fucking hard, man.
So dope.
They go to the bathroom and they get their guns. They put silencers on them. They fucking smoke the security guy in the front of the office. They smoke a bunch of guys in the office. There's a female owner they shoot her through a glass window.
All while this is playing, as all the chaos.
And then when the fucking bass comes in, oh, forget it.
And then Kanye just comes with the fucking choir.
Bro, the Sunday service, that is another beast within its own there. Honestly,
I got the shirt.
I love. You want it?
I got the Voo shirt. It's on eBay if you want it.
$80.
Still
$80.
800 bucks. 800 bucks.
It's still the glowing eyes for me, man. When he fucking Nas looks over at a guy and his fucking eyes are glowing blue, and he fucking looks across the sea, and you're just like, whoa.
You think he thought of that before? He was like, wait, put on these contacts.
I think he sold the movie with a treatment for the opening scene. Like he walked into a studio.
I mean, you see,
I need is 5 minutes.
In that scene
to sell this
Entourage,
shit. Boom.
Right.
The trailer was amazing.
They sell Medellin with the trailer. This is what happens.
It's gonna be the greatest movie ever.
Hype Williams walked in with Ari Gold and was like, I got Nas, I got DMX. They're walking through a titty bar and their eyes are glowing blue because they're hunters and they're going to fucking air this place out. And this producer was just like, fuck yes, make this film. And then, god damn, what the hell happened?
Ari and Hype Williams sitting there and just saying, we got this idea. And then
we've got a go movie.
They're like, okay, I love this idea. Where are the contacts? And they go, I don't know. Lloyd!
I was going to just say the same thing.
Lloyd!
Fucking fat little Lloyd walks in. They kill the lights and it's on blue screen. How do you want me? Lloyd walking through gay as hell with his fucking faux hawk. However do you want me? And the producer is like, done.
Lloyd.
You have a go movie.
Lloyd, the legend that is the brother of Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee, yeah.
He's not his brother.
What?
Yes, that's accurate.
This isn't fuck you Asians all look alike.
Listen,
none of this
the
shit.
podcast is problematic, but we're not racist.
Shout out to Kid Jet because that's the fam and who would make the jokes and joke about. But Rex Lee,
yes,
aka Lloyd, is the brother of Bobby Lee.
I thought Steve was his brother, only brother.
Wrong.
Bro, I'm an avid Tiger Belly fan, and
Rex Lee
never knew this.
Bobby Lee. I don't know if they're same mom and dad, but they are brothers. They are brothers.
Wow.
And
he's never been on the pod, man.
I don't know the relationship outside of brothers.
This is a 4-hour coverage.
So look at
all my questions about Entourage. I've got questions. Why don't we ever see fucking Aquaman 2? I want to see it.
Oof.
I want to see it. I want to see Gyllenhaal as fucking Aquaman 2.
The fact that the original Aquaman.
I like how they ape an entire... The night Aquaman comes out, they just steal it. The entire episode is just stolen directly from Almost Famous. It's like Vince wants to... And they actually mentioned it in a movie. It's like, it's Vince's favorite movie. I'm like, that doesn't mean you can just make the episode about... This is bullshit. Yeah. I haven't gotten to... So this is
the loophole.
The show saves itself in that 5th season when Vince starts dating Chasey Lane. The porn star, and he develops a drug problem, and then Sasha Grey, excuse me. I just mentioned a random porn star. I watch a lot of porn. Sorry.
No, but he did date Chasey, the pop star.
I think that was
season 3.
Leighton Meester, no?
That's the Leighton Meester episode. Yeah, episodes. She's in a few. Yeah, that's another thing. It's such a goddamn snapshot of like 2007 in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's what's cool about
it. Yeah, it's crazy. But also, as with anything in the late 2000 aughts or whatever, it's like, oh, you can't say that anymore. Oh, you can't say that anymore. Like, oh, you can't say that anymore.
Justine.
Yeah.
Chapin.
Yeah.
Chapin.
She was supposed to be like the Britney Spears or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
But he did Aquaman, Great Gatsby, which are all.
Does he do? Wait, do they ever do Gatsby?
Yeah, those. Well, they don't show him doing it, but the end of like 6 or 7 is when he's on the slump, and then Scorsese calls him.
To do Gatsby. Okay, so I'm not there yet. I'm not back there yet.
And then they start back up. He already did it, and it was a success.
We just got done. Medellin just flopped, and he's at Dennis Hopper's place betting on soccer.
I wanted to buy a T-shirt that said "fuck suits." The one that he wears, the red one.
Yeah, he wears it in Con, doesn't he? He wears it in Con. Fucking drama fucks the girl on the beach. Like, the guy from Viking Quest, he's fucking a girl on the beach for like 3 hours. There's not very many subtle jokes. All the jokes are like they kick you right in the face with the humor. It's like, laugh at this. The one joke where they're trying to get Saigon's rights to sell his song, and the guy and the hustler who owns the rights to the song is like he ain't getting it, and they're like, come on, and then Drama keeps popping off to him, so they hang Drama over the thing, and alluding to when Suge Knight held Vanilla Ice over the balcony. And he goes, yo, I thought you said this wasn't going to be violent. He goes, yeah, that's before the guy from Viking Quest started talking shit. He goes, you saw Viking Quest?
His character was the best with like the humor because it was always like that, like subtle.
Yeah.
It was like jabs that like you had to really be watching to catch him.
Yeah, and it's funny too because he literally like his brother is Matt Dillon, right? Who's like an actual successful actor, and he's kind of the same thing. He's like, this is kind of his peak, and he's playing that character.
And he didn't have the show Viking Quest, but he was like in Platoon and like he was kind of doing it.
Yeah.
Was it Platoon or I'm thinking no, it was Platoon. Right?
He had been in some stuff. I don't maybe Platoon, but
then he just kind of like
fell off, and then he gets the drama rolling. It he's fucking and the show absolutely just torpedoes everyone's career except for fucking Jeremy Piven. Like the rest of them are
going up, even though when he's in hella shit,
he
just keeps climbing up the ladder.
Yeah, he just keeps scoring just because he's Vinny's brother.
Even what was Drama's co-star in the cartoon?
Dice Clay.
Dice Clay.
Oh my God.
Dice Clay. Dice Clay makes him hold out for the studio money or whatever.
Johnny Bananas.
Bananas, dude.
Even the animation in that they couldn't show today, man. It's racist ass monkey animation.
Over the top.
Oh my God.
And Scotty Khan. Scotty Khan was on there.
Scotty Khan is an agent. It's funny when you see people who are actors but not playing themselves. They're actually playing characters.
And they're taking some of it out.
Yeah.
You can see that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he's kind of playing these agents that have fucked them over and over probably. And he's like...
Well, it's like you get like Jessica Alba and Seth Green play Jessica Alba and Seth Green. But like...
Sup?
AE. Tell Sloan I said what's up. Fuck you want me to tell you Sloan I said what's up for? I like that E's career since that show has ended is Leo DiCaprio's best friend. That's his career. That's what he does. I don't know.
Well, he had a podcast network that he was launching off of
a network.
Victory. Or no, it's not a network. He has a media company.
Oh, okay. Okay. I didn't know that.
He produced.
Is Bow Wow on?
What's his real name? Kevin. There you go. Bow Wow.
Charlie?
Bow Wow's Charlie. He's the stand-up comic who has to play in CSI.
And he was working at Foot Locker or Foot Action.
Right.
Selling those same T-shirts we wanted to get 5 for 20.
When his
fuck this, I quit. Though.
I love that. I think it's Sloan's uncle or
man,
his buys him out or merge and he starts working with them, and then Scott's like, oh, I thought we were absorbing the Murphy group. I don't know where's the group. I only see one fucking. I only see you.
Well, it's when Eric calls in Variety to announce his opening of his new office or whatever. They're like, who's your client? He's like, I got Vinny Chase. And they're like, Ari Gold reps Vinny Chase. It's like, no, but I'm his manager. He's like, well, he hasn't put that on his official thing there. He's like, this guy doesn't read his own mail. He's not going to call you guys and change his management. Has there ever been a more like guy playing a character that can't do the actual job of the thing? Because it's like, shout out to Adrian Grenier. Yeah, he got Entourage and he'll live on that forever. But like the guy can't act. So he was the perfect. You spent 8 seasons telling me this guy's the hottest young actor in Hollywood, and the fucking guy playing him can't fucking act. It's a big problem. I can see why you didn't get what was one of the ones you didn't get? Whatever you didn't get, Smoke Jumpers. I don't know.
But I think that's why it worked.
Maybe
kind of like wasn't, I guess, a Hollywood like A-lister.
Yeah.
And he was probably like kind of going through like those ups and downs, and the show just fucking fit, bro.
Like he's the 4th lead in Devil Wears Prada. That's what Adrian
You
Grenier
drive me
is.
crazy, dude.
Yes,
Britney
he's also
Spears.
he's also
Wow.
Shout out is not Sarah Michelle Gellar. It's Melissa Joan Hart.
Melissa Joan Hart.
Drive me crazy is Melissa Joan Hart.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yes.
That's my top 5.
Deep cut.
Shit. That's number 5.
Deep cuts only
That's
here.
number 5. Best 90s teen drama. Go.
Drama?
Movie. Not drama.
She's all that.
Thank you.
I gotta be.
All right.
Which one? With
90s teen movie.
Oh. Yeah,
She's All That is in my top 5.
She's All That.
Not a joke. It's in my top 5.
Can't Hardly
That's
Wait.
the one with Freddie. Can't Hardly Wait is number 1 with
Really?
a bullet. It's the best one.
That's
a lot of people
Seth Green.
A lot of people
just mentioned.
Yes, a lot of people will say Clueless. Clueless is the best film of those 90s teen comedies. Can't Hardly Wait is the one that nails what it was like to be in high school in the late 90s.
Yeah.
I can fucking vouch.
10 Things I Hate About You.
10 Things I Hate About You is up there, but that's a little too fanciful because it's like they go to this school that's like built into the side of a mountain next to a lake. That's an actual college.
That's the Heath Ledger one.
That's the Heath Ledger one.
Okay, so Can't Hardly Wait, Seth Green, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Mm-hmm. Can't Hardly Wait's got everybody in it. Melissa Joan Hart's in it for 6 seconds.
What is Rusty Griswold's name? I don't know his real name. He's one of the biggest legends.
He's Nick Papagiorgio.
He's Nick Papagiorgio.
Nick Papagiorgio.
Imagine taking a picture. We were talking about Vegas earlier. Imagine taking a picture for your fake ID like that.
You know what?
They took it in the movie.
You see me. I haven't Googled it. I Ethan Embry. That's his name. It came up to the top of my head. His name's Ethan Embry.
Shout out Ethan Embry.
Yeah.
Nick Papagiorgio.
Nick Papagiorgio. Preston, man. In that movie, he's Preston, man. Do you know who Jennifer Love Hewitt is trying to find him? And she's like, "Do you know Preston?" He's like, "Preston, man, Preston." That's what everybody in the late '90s doing weed was the same character. They were all basically Dazed and Confused. Like Preston, man. He wears T-shirts, man.
So damn. Okay, you would be a better judge.
I'm happy you guys know you know some of them.
I have that movie.
Yeah, Can't Hardly Wait. Can't Hardly Wait.
On hard copy here.
In no particular order, but Can't Hardly Wait is number 1. She's All That. 10 Things I Hate About You. Clueless. And for me, number 5, my random one is Empire Records. Empire Records has Liv Tyler.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Yes,
also Ethan Embry. Ethan Embry is also in that film.
That's what I'm saying. He was in every other movie.
Mm-hmm.
In like a 8-year period in the 90s.
Yeah, I fucking love Empire Records. The soundtrack is the soundtrack is so aggressively late 90s. Fucking like the Pavement is on the soundtrack. There's just man, that fucking movie is so good. Liv Tyler is overacting. It's got the Rex Manning side plot, which is ridiculous. He's an old aging pop star and he's trying to hit on fucking 20-year-olds. It's incredible. It's a film. Empire Records. You ever heard of it? Liv Tyler.
Not a fan.
No.
Okay. Sorry.
That's my 5th of my late 90s teen.
That Thing You Do.
That Thing You Do is
I'm looking at Ethan Embry's.
Yeah, Ethan Embry had a career, my guy. He was killing it. I think he ended up on one of those cop dramas on CBS though. I think he ended up on like CSI something.
But dude, he looks completely different.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up. poor bastard got older. Seth Green was the only one who could keep doing those movies. He never got older.
Seth Green.
And then he fucked Sloane.
Seth Green.
She was obsessed with him at Jewish sleepaway camp.
Hey,
Did he though?
Did he?
We'll never know.
What's up, dude?
I love the fight in the titty bar. Where it's like, "What's up, bro? You gonna do something?" And fucking drama comes from out of nowhere. He goes, "I will." Boom.
I am the fucking game, pal. I still use that to this day.
That's great. I also love Wahlberg like letting us all stare at his own ass because he like occasionally him and his the actual guys.
Yeah.
And it's like that scene in Seinfeld where they all see the opposite of each other. It's like here's Turtle with the actual turtle.
That was like episode 1, I think.
They do it in episode 1, but they do it a few times later on, like when they're playing golf and shit. Yeah.
That I remember, the golf one, because that was
the Tom Brady episode. Yeah.
And the one with Mark on the lot, like the Hollywood lot.
Yeah, that was the first episode.
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah, it was like that to establish everything. It was just like, I got a Jordan guy. You got a Jordan guy?
This is my show.
Can you remember Marky Mark being that crazy level fame, Bill?
I remember when he did Fear.
That's a good one. And
he fingers the girl on the roller coaster. That was a major talking point in late 90s high school. Life, because that was as graphic as like a teen movie could get. You know what? To take it back, damn, we're such a good podcast. To take it back to when we were talking about movies you'd watch on pay-per-view, stolen pay-per-view over and over and over again. Cruel Intentions.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The day Cruel Intentions dropped on pay-per-view, no bullshit. All of my friends and I ditched our classes. We were living in Gainesville at the time. Ditched all of our fucking classes, and we sat in that living room and did what college students do and watched fucking Cruel Intentions like four goddamn times.
Like, what do you guys do?
People, drugs, not sex stuff, drugs. And we're not losers, guys. We didn't do fucking weird sex stuff. We did drugs. And people were like flowing in and out, going on about their lives, moving in and out at different parts of the movie. But some of us watched it like 3 times that day.
Cruel Intentions.
Cruel Intentions. Sarah Michelle Gellar.
And Wild Things.
Ryan
Neve Campbell, right?
Nev
Matt
Campbell,
Dillon.
Ryan Phillippe, Matt Dillon. Oh, he's in Wild Things. Goddamn Wild Things. Denise Richards.
That's a wild
Hoy.
Literally a wild.
Hoy. They filmed that down here, didn't they?
Sosa?
God damn it, Sosa.
Jamie.
Fucking Sosa.
Cruel
I don't
Intentions.
know where my phone is at this. Not Cruel Intentions.
No, Wild Things.
Wild Things. Wild Things.
I'm stuck on the Cruel Intentions, though.
They sold.
It's a good movie too, though.
They told the school they filmed Wild Things at that it was like a teen rock.
Ryan Phillippe used to go to Live a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Buena gente.
98.
Yeah.
98, motherfucker.
98.
bro.
What, The Matrix was when?
99.
We're right.
Nev Campbell, Matt Dillon, Denise Richards, Kevin Bacon, and his dick. You get to see Kevin Bacon's dick at the end of that. Spoiler alert.
Whoa.
Not again.
Bill Murray.
Right.
Bill Murray's incredible in that movie. He's in it for like 6 minutes, and it's fucking awesome.
Name a movie.
Shocking.
Bill Murray's
Shocking. I
not
know.
Incredible in it.
When he says he's gonna sue the private school for firing Matt Dillon, and he does the joke like, "What are you doing today, buddy? What'd you shoot on for?" He's like, "I'm gonna be in that country club."
Zea. It is coming up on 305 here, and you are a 305 legend. And I gotta ask you, the legend from Every Day,
Oh wow.
the legend from Zea Sounds, the legend from Vitamin C Communications,
Oh my God. You got
the
my
legend
LinkedIn
from
or
I don't know,
something?
dude, like Geek Squad or Best Buy or one or the other. You know, like Rockwell Talent's very own Make It Now Media, whatever you're doing now, and Cultura Media House's very own
Best Buy.
Hector DJ Zea. Let me ask you, what do you got going on right now, and what are you looking forward to the most? Because you've done so much, as I've gone out of breath, shouting you out in different ventures. What about right now, and what you're looking forward to?
Right now I'm doing this podcast, having a great time. Top 5 podcasts of the 3. Right now I'm doing a little bit of everything, like your shirt says.
I think it's your shirt.
Exactly. I'm just, bro, I think the best answer is I'm doing me.
Hey.
I think I'm finally at this point where, and I mean, not even just me, I feel like actually, or maybe I'm biased and it's the algorithm feeding me, but I feel like I'm at a point where I could just make a living being myself. And I think the internet and the age we're in right now is like wide open for it. And that's what I'm currently trying to do. Just the things that I do them all the time, but being myself. So I'm just, creating. I'm DJing, I'm graphic designing, I'm podcasting, I'm collaborating with you guys. It's been super fun. So I'm just kind of exploring that more now.
You got to get out of the podcast game, man. It's a dead end.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna dive even deeper after this one.
It's the deadest end. You keep digging and digging and digging, and then the fucking dirt falls back in on top of you, and you got to dig on top of that.
That's why I love it, man. Just keep digging. That's what I'm doing.
We were doing the show before the show, Junior, and I was telling him how I react to every goddamn episode. Where I'm just like,
I mean, well, there's definitely gonna be some edits.
I'm not sure we can put that out. It's not because we said anything offensive. It's just bad.
There's definitely some time markers on this one.
Yeah.
I fucking sucked on that.
On the first strongest video that we've had here. It's going to have the most heavily edited episode.
Why did Billy's body go from this direction to that direction in a fucking cut? Like, what happened there? What were you guys talking about? Who said the R word?
Wait, what's that? What? The R word?
Simple
really?
Jack. Simple Jack.
Really? We had a really good time here on the Three List?
Remarkable.
Remarkable?
Whoa. My mother was remarkable. Please.
That's where we go there, and we say, was it a remarkable time? What is the adjectives that you are describing for your time here? Because this has been episode 53 of The Three Lists, your episode. How have you felt? Finally, the Zea makes his way to the stew. 3 letters in here for the 3 list. How do you feel finally being on the 3 list?
I feel so amazing.
Good song.
I feel inspired.
Oof.
I feel like a kid, bro. We're just fucking.
Say it's gonna start doing 4-hour podcasts.
No, I'm not.
We're on hour 8.
No, I'm not.
Bring me water. Bring me a
Welcome back to the
LaCrux.
Creative Club.
Bring me a LaCrux.
We're double digits, y'all. We made it to 10 hours.
So what is creative?
It's a hostage situation at the end of it. I just want to leave. I can't provide you with any more content. Tell us about your process.
Nah, man, but I think what you guys do here is unique, man, and I love it. I love being part of things that are just fucking cool, man. Cool shit. Like, just like I was telling you guys, this room in itself is like a thing. It's art that you created here. Like, we would have done this without recording anyways. I feel like in this room.
Yeah.
So it's just fucking like, and I think like we do this all the time now together because we see each other a lot. But like, people don't do this, bro, at all. There's like 98% of the world don't just chill and like talk their top 5 movies and discuss Entourage seasons in depth.
There's no.
We're just recording it.
There's no blueprint. There's no bullet points. There's nothing. It's just literally that's what the movies are for. You put the movie on just in case you run out of something to talk about, and then you can look at the screen and be like, "God damn, Anne Hathaway's in this movie." Shit. Remember her in Devil Wears Prada?
Exactly.
Adrian Grenier was in Devil Wears Prada. I'm watching Entourage.
I mean, I gave you Matthew McConaughey from the beginning to run.
He's perfect.
Say less.
So much fun. I can't wait to tell my friends,
three
tell
less.
people about this. Oh, you got to listen to my McConaughey in this fucking episode. It's incredible.
You set the tone from the get.
Interstellar.
This
It was Interstellar.
This is actually year 3035, dude. We're not in 2024.
Whoa.
I'll leave you with that.
God damn. How am I supposed to drive home with my brain leaking out of my ears like that? son?
You're not driving home. You're flying,
Flying home, brother.
man. All right.
It's like the first time I saw the intro to Belly.
We're on a different timeline here.
However you want it. You got it.
This is how you need it, pretty much.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 53 of The 3 List with our brother DJ and everything else creative-preneur Hector Zea On. Brother, we cannot thank you enough for
thank
being
you.
on episode 53 of The 3 List. Your episode. So thank you, brother. Love you for free and can't wait to keep creating with you and see what you create. You're making some dope shit. The 786 sports thing, I got to plug it again because I saw it happen live between him and Adrian, and both of them are 2 fucking wizards. Shout out to Andre, the Hawk Dawson, and shout out to Zea, and shout out to Adrian because all of that whipped up together.
Shout out to
me in the lab.
And Legends of Dade.
And Legends of Dade.
'Cause
Shout out
Yeah,
Giancarlo.
for sure.
Legends
It was
of
definitely
Dade.
an important part of the process.
He's been
curated
going
that.
crazy on the Wolfson archives and finding all this other shit across everything. He's been paying to get memberships to find the family
Birth
pictures and
certificates
everything.
and shit.
Nardwar, he's been hitting up Nardwar to get behind the scenes. Southwest Eagles class
It's
of
crazy how
everything.
his just
Nuts.
obsession with the Marlins and then like the Adrian's art and then like my graphic design, like that's 3 things that you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, how does that even
But it's
go
the perfect
together?
interception. Not interception.
Interstellar?
Intersection.
I'm down. We can watch it.
No,
The perfect interstellar.
no joke. What shit that's going on in Cultura, being myself Cultura adjacent with this podcast and with you guys being all in my circle, the shit that's going on over there is going to take over this fucking region. It's happening. There's not really you can get on, you get run over. It's it. You got no choice. But what they're doing over there blows my mind every time I see it. So it's overtaken my algorithm too. It's pissed me off a little bit. Although I did unfollow like 200 people in the last 48 hours. No reason. Close the show, Junior.
Yo, shout out to the Owl Go Rhythm. That is what Cultura Media House is. And shout out to Hector Zea, episode 53 of the Three List. Love you, brother. Thank you so much for being on here. We wrapped it. We did it. 53. You're the man. Hector Zea. We love you, brother. We out.
Thank you, Zaya.
Thank you. I just realized you're on a school desk. Wow.
I am very real. I'm the realest person you're ever gonna meet.